Hello, welcome to the online session. Good morning to all of you all. I hope all of you all are ready. So we will start the session. So as this is the new grade 10s, yeah, most of you all are new to the grade 10 because this year there was a small problem with the schools because last year they were unable to finish the grade 9 syllabus on time, so they had to delay a lot, and then most of the students were promoted to grade 11, grade 10. Even with the grade 11 the same problem happened. After like 3 or 4 months of 2022. So therefore, once they started the lesson, they had to go through the lesson very fast and very quickly. And then most of the places they have missed many theory parts, or maybe they have gone fast. So I think this seminar session will be a benefit for the new students. This is our normal, usual theory class method, and theory class students, this is the normal theory class for you all. Only for the newcomers, this will be like an extra session. So for the newcomers, it will be a good opportunity to cover up the cell lesson part. So we are doing it like a theory. Okay, this is not a revision class to cover up all the lessons. This is a class to cover the main theory part of our grade 10 6th unit, that is commonly known as structure and function of animal and plant cells. So simply we can put the term cells into cells. Okay, we can put it as cells. This is known as the cell unit. Now study this cell unit only. This is grade 10 unit 6. Sorry, grade 10 unit 6. If you study this properly only, you will be able to understand grade 11 tissue unit. Okay, that is actually the unit number 1, first unit in your grade 11 lessons. So if you maximum understand the cells properly only, the tissues and the organelles in the tissues, all that when talking about tissue lesson, the words will be very simple and easy to understand if you know these things. Okay, so I think you will be doing your best to understand this lesson properly, because this is not going to just finish with grade 10. It's going to continue until your O levels. Okay, until your O levels. And even in the O level, this may be one main question, because in many past papers you can take and see minimum 1 or 2 small cell related questions, 1 or 2 MCQs are given. Okay, so therefore we have to give more concentration to this session, and we have to do it. Hurry. Then many new students were requesting that, like I had given an introduction in January about the syllabus and all those things. So, but the new students, they were little bit not aware of that. So totally, I will quickly give up a summary. Totally, we have 35 units in our O-level science life. Okay, in our O-level science, within the 2 years, you have 35 lessons. So mainly, majority is from the grade 10 lesson. So 20 lessons in grade 10 and 15 lessons in grade 11. So that's why all the teachers in Sri Lanka, they give more importance to grade 10, because if you miss the grade 10, one thing is it's very hard to catch the grade 11 lessons properly and clearly and easily. It's very hard to understand. That is one problem. And also the O-level paper is around 60 to 65% related to your grade 10 lessons. So that's why we give more and more importance to grade 10. But the students think in the opposite way. They think O-level means it's grade 11, so we can play or have the let's have fun in grade 10. Let's enjoy grade 10. We don't need to give much importance to studies like that. The students get a mentality, because once they come from grade 9, they come to grade 10. Student, teachers, everyone say now you all are O-level. So now you all think like you all are big boys, big girls. Now we are big people. So let's enjoy 1 year of grade our O-level life, and then start full. We will do everything in grade 11. Normally you get that mentality. Okay, but that is wrong. That is wrong. You should study very well in grade 10, and you can have little fun in grade 11, because grade 11 the syllabus is also small. Okay, and the content is also small. Deep lessons are there, but see, just 15 lessons. But for grade 10, 20 lessons, and all lessons are like long lessons, and only 12 months to cover, so it is very hard. So what I'm saying is, okay, I'm not saying study grade 10 very well and have fun in grade 11. You have to study both, But I am saying the relaxation is there in grade 11. So now in grade 10, give more effort, do hard work, study very well, get all your basics clearly, especially the grade 10 first term lessons. All the basics of chemistry, basics of physics, and basics of bio are there. So get it cleared, then it will be easy for you to move forward. So if you take the subject wise, okay, now O level science, it's not just one subject, it's like 3 subjects. Okay, for me, when I'm considering a student, he's not doing 9 subjects, he's almost doing 11 subjects. Okay, that means no science, bio is a separate subject, chemistry is a separate subject, physics is a separate subject. Like that only I consider. Why? Because bio, totally you have 10 lessons. Grade 10, 6, grade 11, 4. Chemistry, grade 10, 5, grade 11, 5, totally 10. Physics, grade 9, grade 10, 9, and grade 11, 6, and totally 15. So these are like a separate subject. So I consider that separately bio is a subject, separately chemistry is a subject, separately physics is a subject, and also the learning pattern, teaching pattern, everything differs. Huh? When I'm learning bio, I am a different person. When I'm teaching physics, I'm a different person. When I'm doing chemistry, it's like a mixture. Even y'all, when y'all are learning, it should be like that. Some students are trying to follow the bio memory method to physics. It's hard. You will mess up. Some students are trying to learn formulas for biology. Ane, can't learn like that. Okay, so those patterns are there. Treat it like separate subjects. If you get a science for A for science, if you get an A for science, think that you have got 3 A's. Inside that one A, 3 A's are included. A for biology, A for chemistry, and A for physics. So that's why a lot of people, they ask your science results, because if you can get an A in science, that means you're a talented person. Okay, I think in our paper class introduction, especially grade 10 paper class introduction, which we had recently, it's there in YouTube. Go and watch that. I have shown everything. Government, that is a secret detail about the pass rate of the students. Science, what is the pass rate? What is the A rate? I think science is having the lowest A rate. A's for science is the lowest out of all the subjects in your exam. And also when you take the fail rate, highest is English. Okay, most of the Sri Lankan students fail in English. Okay, because Tamil Sinhala medium students, y'all, I think y'all will do it very easily, simply English medium students. But there are highest number of failures in maths, English. Second highest is, some years it is maths, and third is science. Some years science is second and maths is third. So what I'm trying to say is, finally, maths and science is the highest fail percentage and the lowest A percentage. So it's not an easy game. It's not an easy game. The game starts from grade 10. Okay, so that's why I'm encouraging even more than grade 11s. I'm encouraging the grade 10s, because if you miss the grade 10, it's very, very, very hard. Okay, so therefore, totally in grade 10 and 11, you have 20 and this 15, everything I have given this chart. This is very useful for the students who are analyzing the subject and studying. So therefore, totally 35. And when you look at the 35, 60% for the O-level paper, 60% from grade 10, and almost 40 to 45% from grade 11. Okay, so I have given all the data. It is up to you to move forward. I hope everything is clear. Okay, we have a little bit of time. Okay, we are running with the time. Okay, so yeah, one student has said, if the game is hard only, it will be fun. Yes, take it like that. Okay, because if it is easy, everyone will get A. Everyone will get. Even Tom, Dick, and Harry, any fellow who doesn't study, who studies now, you know, health science. There's a subject called health science. Some people do that. It's a bucket subject. In that, any fool idiot can get A. Okay, it's that kind of a subject. Okay, it's that kind of a subject. But science is not like health science. Huh? Some students, they do health and they say, last 2-3 months I studied and got an A. You can't do that to science, Buddha. You can't do that to science. Okay, you can't play with science. Science is science. Huh? You take this year's paper, or 2021 batch, everyone thought it will be easy. No, because the government gave more time. No, it will be tough. And this year, I think it was the toughest paper. But I'm really happy. My students said, so it was easy. They did not even feel that it was hard. So I'm really happy about that. Generally, talking about the paper, it was hard paper. So your paper will be harder than that, because when the syllabus gets older and older and older, the subject, the paper becomes tougher. I think you all will be the last batch facing this syllabus. Still, they didn't change it because of the political, corona, all the problems. They didn't change it. So therefore, grade this now current grade 10 2023 batch might be facing the last paper of the syllabus, so that is going to be the toughest paper. Okay, it will be the toughest paper. Okay, let's move on to the subject. So it's a basic introduction. So biology. Okay, today we are learning the biology subject now out of chemistry, physics, and biology. So now we are going to go into a bio person. Okay, when learning bio, when teaching bio, both it's little bit different. Huh? So when you look at biology, okay, in that you can break the word into two. Bio, it means life. Okay, I will itself give the definition. Bio is life. Then logy means it's a branch of any study. Okay, mineralogy, like that, many logies are there in the world. Okay, so biology is study of life and life related things. Biology deals with the study of life and life related things. But the biggest problem in the world is no any, like even the world's biggest scientists, they don't have a proper definition for life. So actually we are studying something which cannot be explained. Okay, biology is the most logical subject in the world and also illogical subject, because finally whatever we study about biology and understand, but finally we can't explain the basics of biology. The basics of biology is life. Can any scientist explain about life? No. No scientist in the world can explain about life. Can they tell us where is the life? Is it in the heart? Is it in the head? Is it in the lungs? Is it in the livers? No one knows. No one knows what is the difference between a dead body and a living body. Okay, dead body, it has all the organs. Living body, it has all the organs. But the organs are functioning, the organs are not functioning. So let's say that maybe something small upset happened. So if you make that upset, okay, will the body restart? No. Now we are doing so much of modern technologies improved to a particular level. Okay, that's in a different level. Modern technology is in a different level. But still, when a person dies, even if they do millions of surgeries, they can't get the person back to life. You know, in foreign, there are millionaires, billionaires. Okay, when they die, they write a letter. Okay, they write a letter to the government saying that we have billions of money. Use that money to keep our body in the freezers. So their body is kept in the freezers. They are not buried. Some of the billionaires, they do this. They are kept in the freezers. You know that mortuary, there is a place to keep the bodies. And they have said one day science will develop to a level where even the dead people can be given life. If science develops to that extent, that they do a surgery for me and give my life back, and they have given their half of their money to the government and they have kept it. So every year a small amount goes to the mortuary or the place where they keep the body, and they still some bodies are there. But don't know. I believe that science will never go to that level where you can make a dead person into life, because this is related to religion and God. Okay, so this simple idea you can understand. Okay, the simple idea you can understand that we are studying the most sophisticated subject. Okay, we are studying a lot of things. We will understand biology. I'm not saying that you won't understand. Even if we understand finally everything, but last ending point is life. Life we can't understand. Okay, so it becomes really interesting. There are some scientists who have sacrificed their full life just to understand what is life. They have done so much of research just to understand what is life. Okay, finally one research was done. They put a dead person inside the grave and they kept the cameras to see what is happening. A person is dying, they have fixed around him hundreds of cameras and they were watching what's going to happen when he's dying. So he's struggling and suddenly like a smoke came. Then they thought maybe the smoke is only life, but later they saw they found out that smoke has come from some machines in that room. So he died, but normally people die, but there is no any trace of nothing leaving out of the body. Actually, maybe life is there. We can't see from our normal eye. So, okay, if I explain about this, you all also will be interested and we will go a long distance. Okay, I will talk about all the researches done in the world related to life. So like that, they have done so many researches, but finally they were unable to find out what is life. I don't know whether you all know, during the World War, there were some prisoners, no, especially Hitler's army. The Jews were kept as prisoners. I think in your literature and all, you are learning about that. In that, concentration camps, there were superb doctors. They used to take, people and do life research, because during the wartime there was no one to question. Okay, so they used to do a lot of research. Some researchers were, they used to keep the person everything alive and everything, and slowly do a surgery and cut the brain's nerve. Okay, cut the brain's nerve and see whether life is in the brain. They used to cut the heart's veins and the nerves and the blood supply and try to check where is life. Is it in the heart? Or they try to do that with the liver, with the kidney. But most people, whatever major organ is taken or cut away, they died. So is life everywhere? All life is in one place. So like that, even after so much now, those research are totally banned. But during the wartime, they took the enemies and did that. Okay, totally banned. Okay, they used to do so much of massacre in that Nazi concentration camps. We are not going to talk about those bad things. But I am saying, so much extent they have done research, but still, no one has a proper definition for life. So that's enough about the life. But scientists can't say no. Okay, scientists can't say we don't know about life, and we don't know. They can't say, because scientists also, they have done so much of research and they have spent so much of money, education, time, knowledge. They can't just say they don't know. So according to our syllabus, they are giving some definition. So if anyone asks a question from a scientist or from anyone, what is life? We don't have a proper answer. We can say it's the time from birth to death. But where is life? What is the difference between living body, dead body? Even in medical college, if I have asked from our lecturers, they also at last they laugh and God knows and they go away. Okay. Sometimes when I ask the question, they don't have answers. So what they finally say is, God only knows. You ask God for life, because they tell like that and they slowly escape. Actually, I know no one knows the proper direct answer for that. Hari, despite current sophisticated knowledge and over thousands of years of observation, description, and research, but still the biologists or the scientists, they have never succeeded in giving a complete definition for life. Okay, no complete definition. So, but remember, you can't just say that and escape, but you have to give something like a difference. So they are saying, we will give some characteristics. If those characteristics are present in an object, it is living. If it is not present, it is dead. Okay. So what are the characteristics? Okay, all these things you have to memorize. This is one is cell organization, cellular organization, growth and development, nutrition, respiration, irritability, coordination, excretion, movement, reproduction, metabolism, adaptation, and heredity. Okay, these 11 things, out of that, we are going to learn everything one by one in our science lesson. This is half of science. Adaptation, we don't learn in our O level, it's there for A level. But all the other, cellular organization, growth and development, nutrition related to digestive system, respiration related to respiratory system, cellular respiration. There are two types. Irritability, coordination, that one, and also related to the nervous system. Excretion and the excretory system. Movement and locomotion. Reproduction of male, reproductory organ of male, reproductory organ of female, reproductory organ of plants, and everything related to plant reproduction, sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, all those are coming in our syllabus. Metabolism, anabolic reactions, catabolic reactions, photosynthesis reaction, cellular respiration reactions, all the reactions related to that. And finally, hereditary. Okay, last unit and the hardest unit in your grade 10 is the hereditary inheritance lesson. Understood? So all this is the part of science. Okay, this is the part of science. Today in our seminar, okay, total syllabus is 250 hours, but most probably we will be doing 3-hour seminar or 2.5 hours. In the middle, I will give a break. So almost 3 hours, let's say, but we can't cover everything. Okay, we will cover just one drop of the syllabus. Okay, will cover only one drop of the syllabus. So therefore, even that drop is important. So you might think, sir, after studying 3-hour seminar, will we get around maybe 10 marks question, 20 marks question? No. Maximum when we study the full cell theory, you can go for 5 to 6 marks. In case if they give a essay question, then you can go to more than that. But normally they will give mixture of essay question and structured essay. They are giving mixture. That means some part of cell, some part of tissues, everything together. Okay, so you might think, so after studying so much, is it only 5 to 6 marks? Yes, Buddha. Okay, it's like that. All the lessons are like that. So some students will say, sir, if we are getting 5 to 6 marks, why should we learn this? Then what will happen? You won't learn any lesson, because every lesson is like that. So 35 lessons are there, no? So from each lesson, if they give only 3 marks, then only they can come up to 105. Am I correct? My calculation, yes. Okay, so minimum if you learn any lesson fully, okay, like average is 5 to 6. 5 to 6 is the average. Okay, so don't be disheartened. Okay, but even for 5 to 6 marks, you have to learn so much of things. You have to fight. Actually, this is like a fight. O level, especially science. I don't know about the other lessons. Maybe it is boring, and but science is actually not boring. Really not boring. Okay, if it is boring, that means actually to say the one who's teaching you is making it boring. Okay, that is the only thing what I can say. Hurry. So we'll go to the first one. Okay, our today's topic is just one part of the first one of the characteristics of life. Now we have studied cellular organization. One part of the cellular organization is the cell. So we are going to study everything about the cell, in and out of about the cell. So if you take the particles under the cellular organization, the smallest thing in the world, normally we call it the atom. Later, John Dalton, Ernest Rutherford, J.J. Thomson, they did more and more research. No, in our chemistry lessons, you have studied. In our theory classes, before this lesson, we were doing chemistry. So in that, all the basics of chemistry are studied: protons, electrons, neutrons, charge, size, calculation, all those things. So those are the atoms, and smaller than the atoms, they found out subatomic particles. And then subatomic particles, proton, electron, neutron, join in different numbers. If it is one proton, hydrogen atom. If it is two proton, helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, like that 20 elements we studied. We even have a song, no? I think my students, you all know, the ones who come to the theory classes. Okay, so subatomic particles forms the atom, and many atoms to join together and form simple molecules, and simple molecules join together to form complex molecules. Okay, under the lesson bonding, you will learn about simple molecules, complex molecules, and deep about the chemical bonds. Okay. And when you look at the complex molecules, they will form organelle. So today, one of the main person what we are going to study is related to organelle. Okay. So when you look at when many complex molecules join, it forms organelle. When many organelles join, it forms the atom. Oh, sorry, it forms the cell. It forms the cell. Okay, many subatomic particles forms the atom. Many simple atoms forms the simple molecules. Many simple molecules join together to form complex molecules. Many complex molecules join together to form organelle. Many organelles joined in different methods to form the cell, and many cells join together to form the tissues. Okay, until this, it's grade 10. Okay, subatomic particles, atoms, simple molecules, complex molecules, organelle, cells are the grade 10. Then collection of cells form tissue. Tissue is the, I told you, first lesson of grade 11. Then many tissues will join together to form organs, and many organs will join together. Same related organs will join together to form the organ system. Okay, organ system. So we know digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, endocrine system. All those are compulsory in our syllabus. Okay, it's compulsory in our syllabus. Yeah, and also the tutes. Yeah, after the class, I will be uploading the tute in our website, and also in the WhatsApp groups, I will be sending the tutes. You all can download it. If you don't get the tute, you can send me your name and grade, and then I will add you all to the group and send you all the tute. Okay, after the seminar. So many organ system will join together to form one individual, or we call it one organism. Okay, many organisms or many individuals together, it forms the population. Many populations together. Okay, if you take cat, it's a cat population. If you take all the dogs, dog population. If you take all the human population in one area, then but in one area there are animals, there are cats, rats, dogs, humans, plants, everything together. No, all the things together, it is known as the community. Okay, when the community and the living and non-living things, everything join together, it is known as the ecosystem, ecosystem, and many ecosystems in the world will finally form the final one, that is the biosphere. So from tissue until biosphere, it's grade level. See the, if I'm telling a wrong thing, you can just check and see grade 11 starting with tissue and grade 11 ending with biosphere. Okay. So therefore, that's the connection in our bio lessons. Okay, so one simple thing, you're learning it deeply, and I showed you this, the previous slide, that is related to all the characteristics of living organism and the cellular organization. Those two together makes the full syllabus, almost the full syllabus. Okay, so therefore, science content is not a big thing. Okay, few topics, but deeply we are studying about those topics. And also remember, in Japan, okay, I don't know other countries, but when we study the syllabuses in Japan and China and some of the developed countries, the grade 7 and 8 students are learning about biosphere and all those things. Okay, whatever we are learning in O level, though in those countries, grade 7, 8 students are learning. So therefore, one thing I'm telling our students, because our students say, oh, too much to learn, sir. We can't memorize. Buddha, whatever you're learning in another country, grade 7 and 8 students are learning. If grade 7 and 8 students are learning those in some other part of the world, why can't you all do that? Why can't you all do that? Okay, so don't lose self-confidence. It is totally your laziness and lack of self-confidence which makes you think that you can't do. Did Einstein think that he will become Albert Einstein when he was small? When he was small, he was like an idiot. He was chased out of the school. Okay, he was like us, maybe worse than us. Okay, let's talk about the Bill Gates. Did he think that he will become one of the greatest person in the world when he was doing his grade 9, 10, 11? No, he was thinking just he's a normal person. But with that, they developed. They didn't stop there. Okay, Elon Musk. Okay, go to his life story and see. Read about the great people's life stories and see. At the beginning, like us, maybe sometimes worse than us. But one thing, they didn't stop from there. Okay, most of the students, when I meet them, they say, no, sir, we are not that much studying. We are average students, sir. We just want to pass and go. Why are you putting yourself down into that level, Buddha? Why don't you think that you are the next Elon Musk? Why don't you think that you are the next Bill Gates? Why don't we think that we are the next greatest person in the world, next great scientist? If we think and work for it, we can. Okay, everyone, when they were starting their life, everyone was given the same memory capacity, same time, everything same. But the way we develop, final results come. Okay, if you practice very well in cricket, one day you can become one type of like a Sangakkara. Okay, now you all may be knowing all the modern players, but our time the hero was Sangakkara. No? Okay, so maybe someone like that. But everything starts from zero. Okay, Sangakkara was not born with a bat and a ball in his hand. No? He also was born like us, naked and normal. Okay, so he developed in that field. So what I'm saying is everyone can, but it is the way how you work for it. The more harder you work for it, the more better you work for it. Surely you will get it, and God will give it. And there are a lot of like books and all the books what I have read and all, they say that if a person properly 100% works for a target, he will reach the target or something little bit lower than the target. He will reach somewhere. Okay, he will reach somewhere. I think when you come to Arman sir's maths class, he will normally tell the students, try for 100. Because in maths, you can get 100 marks. But in science, you can't get 100. They won't give 100. They will give, if you go maximum, they will give 98. Okay, that's the science method. But in maths, you can get 100. So Arman sir always says try for 100. Then only at least you will fall in A results. Okay. So normally they say, there is a saying, target the moon. If you want to jump, target the moon and jump. Maybe you may fall at least in the coconut tree. Okay. Even if you can't reach the moon, you can at least fall on the coconut tree. So what I am telling our students is, okay, now itself target something in life and work for it. Work for it. And you will achieve something. If you work for something good, at least you will become something different but good. Okay, but if you are aimless, many youngsters' life has got spoiled because they did not have a target, and their friends and families and different problems came and they got spoiled. Okay. One minute. Okay, so therefore, yeah, then I was telling about this bio thing. No, so therefore, you have to be like study bio properly. Then only your real science will be okay. And also, I just wanted to give some warnings. So be careful, because biology is the essence of your science. Chemistry is there, physics is there, but biology is the essence. So nowadays there are many people, okay, many teachers, because they have done different subjects for their O levels and A levels, and some people who have done maths, they are teaching the science. So actually they are making some mistakes, and they are not giving the maximum to the students. So some, they say they will teach chemistry, physics very well, and finally the bio part they don't teach it much. They just give notes to read and understand. So the problem with that is, bio is the essence of science. So without bio, it's the science is not that much interesting. Okay, so therefore you have to be careful, because nowadays in every field there are cheating happening. Even in the teaching field there are cheaters. Okay, so therefore we have to be very careful. You have to, hereafter, whenever, not only my class, any class, if you are going, you have to check about the qualification of the lecturer, his education level, his experience, his teaching skills and techniques, and ask the past students about their teaching skills and then join. Because nowadays online, offline, many classes are coming, so students don't know, they go and get spoiled. Okay, they may be having jokes and funs and all those things, but the subject content, so therefore you have to select for all the main subjects. If you're going for tuition, select proper qualified lecturers. Okay, qualified lecturers. So that's like an advice for y'all I'm giving. So some students were asking about me. So I'm a Unani medical graduate from Colombo University. So you know, to go to Colombo University, what I should have done, and to do medical field, I should have done biology, and I should have passed the biology, got selected to Colombo University. So when we say Colombo University, no other words to, no need to explain anymore. So you can go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel name is Science Academy Colombo. Go to that and you can get many videos related to our previous classes and the comments and all those things you can see. So I'm an old student from DSN Nanak College. So yeah, so now I'm going to complete our Unani degree. So therefore, from next year I'll be a doctor, but still I'll be teaching, because teaching is my passion. Okay, so yeah, so these are, because why I love that biology is because every day in our university, now first year, second year, and all, we used to cut the dead bodies to check the organs, to study about the organ. Okay, so for me, when I'm explaining about the human body and all, I have seen everything. So it's very easy for me to explain. I don't study, I have not studied from text, I have studied from textbook, but I have seen the real things. Okay, real experiments. Okay, all that we have done. So that is like very easy for me. I don't know, some teachers are struggling to teach certain things because they have not seen the real thing. But for me, the processes and all, it's very simple, because it's a day-to-day part in my life. Every day, even now, if I go, we have to go to university, we have to go to the campus and hospital and give medicine and diseases, and my life is totally linked with science. So therefore, teaching science, it's easy for me and it's very passionate. I love it. So therefore, I think the students are also benefiting from that. So therefore, yeah, you all can see from the teaching and learning method. So okay, so I hope you all will if you want the real like join the classes, you can join it. It's no issues. Our Science Academy Colombo website is there. You can go purchase the classes, can do everything. Okay, anyways, Hari. So we have given the introduction about cell, where it is coming from. That means from the subatomic particles and all those things. Now we'll jump into the cell. Okay, now we'll jump into the cell. So we are now going to learn about the structure, each structure and the function about each one. Okay, structure and the function about each and every organelle of the cell. Okay, so now normally when I was doing classes in the first few years and all, I did not tell about the qualification, because I know students, when they say about Colombo University, they know everything. But now the problem is, after this corona, everyone has become teacher. The three-wheel driver has become a teacher, another fellow has become a teacher, that fellow has become a teacher, everyone is now teachers. So that's why now I wanted to first, like, you know, there are good teachers, okay? Before there was not like that. All the teachers were good, but nowadays there are teachers who are only for the money, who are fooling the students. So therefore it has become compulsory to explain about ourselves. Okay, so that's why I used to tell about myself in the class, because some students, they don't know. Now the parents are searching, who's this teacher, what is his qualification? So therefore that's why I have told. So okay, so this cell, it was there, you know, from the beginning of life, cells was there. But some scientists documented about cells. So this Sladen, he was a botanist. Okay, you know what is botanist, no? Okay, he was from Belgium botanist Sladen. He was doing research about the plants, and finally he told one thing. He said all the plants are made up of one or more cell. All the plants are made up of one or more cell. Then parallelly in Belgium, this fellow is from Belgium, another fellow from German, okay, German zoologist Sean, he was a zoologist, means the person who does research about the animals. Okay, he said all the animals are made up of one or more cell. At that time, they did not have any sophisticated words, but he said one or more cell. Now what will we say? Multicellular, unicellular. One cell means unicellular, more than one cell means multicellular. That's what we will say. But according to them, they said in simple words, all animals are made up of either one cell or more cell. That means one cell animals also there, more cell animals also were there. Okay, so like that he said. Then the Science Council at that time, they put both these together. Plants, animals, and even some of the microorganisms, all the living things in the world are made up of one or more cells. So they made it into one theory. So this is the first point of the cell theory. All organisms are made up of one or more cell. All organisms are made up of one or more cell. That was the first point of the cell theory. Okay, so write it down. At last I will show it. All three together I will show it. First point. So how did that first point come? By 2 points. All plants, all animals. Plants is one theory, animal is one theory. They put together to make it easy and short, and they made like all organisms are made up of one or more cell. Then the next one, cell is the structural unit of living organism. Cell is the functional unit of living organism. What is the structure and function? It's like this. If you take your school's building, only the building, without the students, without the teacher, without the principal, only the building, tables, chairs, and blackboard, those are the structure. Do you need the structure for the school? Yes. Without the structure, how can you study? If it rains, you'll get wet. Without the desk, where to write? Without the chairs, where to sit? You have to sit in the ground. That can't happen. So structure should be there. If you take your school, the functional unit is teachers, staff, workers, students, principal, teaching, learning. That is the functioning part. Without the functional part, can the school survive? No. No school, no. If there are no students, how can we call it a school? So therefore, can you understand what is the difference between structure word and functional word? So if you tell the human life, not only human life, all the living organism, the structural unit of the living organism is the cell and the functional unit of living organism is the cell. So they put both together and form the second part of the cell theory. Second part of the cell theory, cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organism. First one says that all organisms are made up of one or more cell. Second one says that cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. Then the third one, it was told by Rodolph Virchow. Okay, like Adolf Hitler, he's Rodolph Virchow. Remember the name? He said that all cells arise from pre-existing cell. Pre-existing means already there is a cell. From that cell only new cell came. So normally, I don't know whether you all studied in school, we call that as cell division. Okay, there are two types of cell division. What are the two types of cell division? Can someone tell me?
Mitosis and meiosis.
Mitosis and meiosis. That is one of the hardest part in the cell lesson. So from one cell, new cells are coming. So if I ask from where is this cell, they will say from the pre-existing cell. From where did this come? Then they'll say, ah no, another pre-existing cell. So finally, if I ask from where did the first cell come, no one has the answer. Okay, now if I ask where is this cell from, he's saying from the previous cell. From where is the previous cell? From another previous cell. Where is that cell? Previous cell. So like that they will go on. Where will they end? In the first cell. So from where did the first cell come? So that's a question mark. Okay, so like that there are many I told you many questions that which cannot be answered. Okay, so sometimes when we ask these questions from teachers, they get angry. Okay, they get angry. Even my university lectures, when I ask some question, they get angry. But actually, they don't need to get angry. They can say, no one knows. Okay, because still science has not found who made the first cell, what is life. So like that, when did time start? Okay, like that, lot of things are there. I will tell you certain things. If I tell that, you will be just thinking about that and wasting your time. So much of confusing things are there in life. Hurry. So now, okay, now these are the three main points of the cell theory. Okay, new cells arise from pre-existing cell. That is the third one. Okay, so therefore, please write it down. Okay, normally I will send the tute. Okay, I will send the tute. You can copy it down later or take a print out. But for now, you have to write something now. You have to write something now. So therefore, copy it down. Points of the three main points of the cell theory. Very important. Write and memorize it. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, then one student has said, sir, the first cell formed from the fusion of ovary and the sperm. Okay, Buddha. Yeah, that is our first cell, but I am talking about the first cell of the earth. Okay, from where did the first cell come to the earth? Because to form an ovary is made out of thousands of cells. From where did that ovary come? From where did the sperm come? To produce the sperm, there should be an organism. That organism, either it should be one cell or many cell. Okay. So therefore, that it came from the ovary and yeah, it should be ova and the sperm. That's actually wrong. That is for a human. For one human, it's okay. The first cell which is created for a human, that is the zygote from fusion of one sperm and one ova. That is okay. But if you look at this, the world's first cell, no one knows. Hurry. So in 1965, Robert Hooke, okay, he was the first person to observe this. Okay, he at that time there were microscopes. Okay, say he invented. Actually, the thing is he modified it according to his wish. Okay, he modified it. Okay, and he took the sections of cork cell. Okay, took the section of a cork, and using a microscope which was modified by him, he observed it. He discovered a cell structure, chambers in a beehive, and he named them as cells. Now, when I say cork, what is that? Wait, I will show it to you. Because you all don't know, I have put the picture. Before, we did not have bottle lids like plastic ones and metal ones. They used to have a piece of wood that is known as cork. Okay, it is known as the cork. So he cut a thin slice of this cork and he observed. He kept it under his microscope and observed, and he saw something like this. Can you see? Those are like small chambers, no? In those days, that is known, it's like a prison. When you look at a prison from top, it's like that. So that prisons were known as cells. Okay, so therefore he also named it as cells. Okay, he named it as cell. Understood? Okay, now I have shown you what is cork. Don't ask again. Okay, this is the cork. Okay, the not the plastics, the wooden lid which you put for the bottles. Nowadays, you might see that in some of the honey bottles. Okay, so before they used to have this, so he cut a small piece from that and observed. But actually, did he observe living cells or dead cells? What type of cells did he observe? Dead cells. Okay. So, but anyways, he gave the name cells. We are using that cells. Later, there was a scientist who observed the living cells. We will study about him later. Here, yeah, he's the next person. So, Anton Leeuwenhoek was the person. Okay. Anton Leeuwenhoek used single lens microscope, which he made. Now, normally, everyone is telling they are making the microscope. Actually, they modified. The lens was made by some other people. In general, you would have studied Janssen. Okay. Then he made the first observation about living cells or the microorganisms. Okay, that is about bacteria or the protozoa. Later, I think in grade 10, you will study that the whole animal kingdom, not animal kingdom, the living things, it can be divided. Okay, according to archaea, bacteria, prokarya. Then the prokaryotes can be divided into protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. Protista can be divided to protozoa and algae. Grade 9 you have studied about microorganism. There are 5 types of microorganism: protozoa type, algae type, virus type, fungi type, and virus.
Bacteria.
That 5, no. So like that, those small tiny ones he was able to observe. So he was the person who observed the living, okay, the living cells or the living microorganisms for the first time. So he is known as the father of microbiology, Anton Leeuwenhoek. Understood it clearly? Okay.
Yes,
so how did he observe? He modified the microscope and he took some blood from his hand itself. He took some blood and he was able to see the white blood cells. He was able to see the red blood cells. And he took some pond water. In the pond water, some yeast cells were there, some bacteria were there. He took the sperms in that sperm cells were there. So he did research close by him and he got some of the results and he noted it here. Actually, I think this is his drawings. Okay, the real ones. Okay, red white blood cells, red blood cells, yeast, sperm cells, bacteria cells, all that he observed it. And now our people, they will observe and they will see, oh, Mar, and they will just go away. No, Shah, nice, and they will go away. But he did not say, ah, Shah, nice, and go away. He documented it. Maybe there were scientists who saw this before him, but no one documented it. No one wrote it. But he was the first person who wrote it. So later he became very famous and he is known, even now he is known as the father of microbiology. Later there was another scientist. He was known as the father of modern microbiology. Okay, father of modern microbiology. His life story is also nice, how he found out the this vaccination method and all those things. It's Louis Pasteur. Okay, so this is just like a quiz. It's not needed for you all. So who is the scientist who is known as the father of modern microbiology? Louis Pasteur. Okay, pasteurization techniques, all that he only did it. I think you all have studied in grade 9 under evolution. Okay, the vaccine theory, many places he has helped. He is known as the, because he was dealing with microorganisms, modern microbiology, father of modern microbiology. Normally we call the father of microbiology is Anton Leeuwenhoek. Okay, Anton Leeuwenhoek. And he is the modern father of modern microbiology. Okay, then, so we were talking now, all the cells, all the organisms are made out of one or more cells. So one cell organisms are given a special name. One cell organisms are given a special name, unicellular organism. If it is more than one, it is known as multicellular organism. Unicellular organism, multicellular organism. Under unicellular organism, all the amoeba in the world are unicellular. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. All the protozoa. Under protozoa, amoeba, paramecium, all those are coming. All the protozoa are unicellular. And also, some of the bacteria, not all the bacteria, all the bacteria also. All the bacteria and all the protozoas are unicellular. Some of the fungi are unicellular. Some of the algae are unicellular. Virus falls under what category? Unicellular or multicellular?
Multicellular. No.
Virus.
Both, right? Both. No cellular organization.
No cellular organization.
Yeah, no cellular organization. Virus does not have a cellular organization. Remember, it is not unicellular, it is not multicellular, it is lower than that. Okay. If I ask you a question, does virus fall under living or non-living category? Then you can say under both category.
Both.
Under both, that is correct. But if I ask whether virus is unicellular or multicellular, then it doesn't fall under any of the category. Okay, if I ask you, is virus microorganism or macroorganism, then what will be your answer?
Microorganism.
Microorganism. Yes. Okay, it's coming under microorganism. So it doesn't mean that all the microorganisms should be multicellular or unicellular. It can be acellular without a cell. Okay, virus are like that. We will study virus. Superb lesson is there to study about the virus. Okay, after Corona, I have given more importance to that because even last year O-level, some questions related to virus came. For your O-level batch also, I'm mostly sure some questions related to the virus will come because still you all also Corona batch, no? You all missed your grade 7, grade 8 and grade 9 lessons due to Corona. Okay, so therefore Corona affected your life. So in the O-level also it will come to affect your life. Huh? So we will study, that is our different lesson. Unit 8, we will study about the virus. When you look at the multicellular organism, most of the plants and almost all the animals fall under multicellular question. Okay, it is coming under multicellular. Okay, so we don't need to give much importance to multicellular because under tissues we will learn. But unicellular, it doesn't have tissue, so we will learn. So there are 4 main examples for unicellular organism in our syllabus. Even in grade 9 it is coming. Chlamydomonas, Euglena, Paramecium, and amoeba. These are the 4 main unicellular organisms which we are studying in our syllabus. All these fall under what category? Protozoa or algae category. So we can say it's falling under Protista. Okay, don't worry, what is this Batista, what is this Protista? We will learn in our unit number 13. Unit number 13, we will learn what is Protista. For now, remember, there are 4 main examples for unicellular: Chlamydomonas, Euglena, Paramecium, amoeba. They all fall under kingdom Protista. Okay, so you should know the shape of Chlamydomonas, shape of Euglena, shape of Paramecium, shape of amoeba. Locomotory organ of Chlamydomonas, locomotory organ of Euglena, locomotory organ of Paramecium, locomotory organ of amoeba. Grade 10 students, you all still don't know because we have not you have not covered that lessons, no? But the grade 11 students will know. Just tell me, what is the locomotory organ of Euglena?
Cilia.
Euglena is cilia. Euglena is flagella. Okay. The locomotory organ of Paramecium? Cilia. The locomotory organ of amoeba? Pseudopodia. Chlamydomonas, they also have flagella. Okay, they have flagella. So these are the locomotory organs. The grade 10 students, you write this and keep, because it will be helpful later when we are studying unit 8, grade 10 unit 8. I will, with the picture, with the video, I will explain what is Chlamydomonas, what is flagella, how is it using it, how is it moving, everything. I have the videos. With the videos we can see it. Okay, so don't worry, now write and keep, because these are data. Data is important. Okay, so write it and keep, take a screenshot and keep. We'll move to the next one. Cells differ from each other by their size, by their shape, by their function. Most of the cells are microorganisms, not visible to the naked eye, but there are some cells. Okay, now we are talking about cells. Some cells, those are visible to the naked eye. Example, egg. Egg is one cell, but we can see it. But some of the other cells, if you take it as a one cell, you can't see it. But if you put million cells together, you can see. Now your skin, it is made out of millions and millions of cells. You can see the skin. But if you take just one cell out of that skin, can we see it? Sometimes it's very small, we can't see it. Yeah, someone wants to take a screenshot. Quickly take a screenshot of this. Okay. So there are many types of cells, many shapes of cells, many sizes. Microorganisms cannot be seen, some can be seen, but even if this cannot be seen, if you put many millions of cells together, it will be visible to the eye. So like that, you have a lot of things. We will learn one by one. So structure of a cell. For this, they have a small activity, very simple activity. In school, you may do it. Okay. Wash the mouth and scrape the inner side of the cheek using a yogurt spoon. Now you all know the cheek, no? Inside the mouth, that cheek is there, in inner part of the cheek. If you take a spoon and if you scrape it, you can get small white color pieces. Okay, those are small pieces of cells, cheek cells. It will break and come out. After that, you can put them on a glass slide. This is the glass slide. Okay, this is the glass slide. You can put them on the glass side, okay, and put a drop of water and put a cover slip. Okay, in school they will show you a cover slip, small glass piece. You keep on that and press it without trapping any air bubbles, and then keep this under microscope and observe it. I think in grade 8 and 9 you all have studied how to use a microscope, so I don't need to explain those things. But when we tell this experiment, some students are thinking, so yeah, Jara was how to put a what is this yogurt spoon, or that popsicle. You get Wonder Bar and that and this. You get a this one, no, that wooden, like a kuchi wooden piece. So how to put it into the cheek and pull and take, they say like that. Okay, now some students don't know cheek. Okay, this is the outside cheek. You pull small children's, you say chubby cheeks, and you pull and take the inner cell, inner side of the cheek. Okay, if you put the finger into your mouth and touch the sides, you will be able to feel the cheek. It is very soft. So some say, yes, sir, I won't do this experiment. I can't put the hand, I can't put the yogurt spoon and take the cheek cells. They say like that. Okay, so they think that is posh. Okay, ane. You know, when you go to a hotel, you eat from the spoon, no? You eat from the spoon. How do you eat from the spoon? Do you take from the spoon and throw it to the mouth? No, you put the spoon into your mouth and eat, no? Just imagine the person who ate from the same spoon before you, if he had some wounds in the mouth. If he had some wounds in the mouth, you just now imagine how will a person put the spoon into the mouth and eat. They won't keep this on the tip. They will put fully inside and eat. Okay, so because some people, that is Iya. No, now you will understand that is only Iya. Because some people, when they go to big hotels, they don't like to eat from the hand. They think eating from the hand is not posh. But according to science, eating from the hand is the best thing. It's like a medicine for our body. Okay, it's good for us to eat from the hand, because your hand, before eating, you know where your hand was. If it was with the garbage, you will nicely wash it. If it was in the ground and some dirt particles, okay, then what will you do? You will put soap and wash it very well. So you know about your hand, so you will keep it clean before eating. But you don't know about the spoon which was there in the shop. Okay, you don't know about the spoon which comes in the shop. Maybe it was eaten by a person who was having full mouth ulcers. You don't know. Maybe they did not wash the spoon properly with soap. They might have just rinsed it, and the shop hotel they might have given you. So the best thing is eat with the hand. Learn to eat with the hand. Some students, they don't eat with the hand. I am just telling, it is your wish, but eating with the hand will help your digestive system, and it is good for your body and for your health. Okay, salads, ice creams, okay, no problem, you can eat with a spoon, but always be careful about the spoons. In some wedding houses, they bring the vatlapam, they keep the spoon, the inner side of the spoon is black color. Many vatlapams which were many years back is still there, pieces are there in that spoons. So be careful. Those places, if you go, eat with a plastic spoon which is non-used. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next part. Okay. Same thing. Okay, because this is science. I am telling you, no one will teach you these things. This is the same problem with the commode toilet and sitting pan and squatting pan. Nowadays, everywhere you go, it's the commode. They think it is posh. But same example we gave you to the eating with a spoon, think about the commode. If a person who was having wounds, because according to science, that region is the region where there are many wounds coming. So if a person with all that wounds and bacteria and virus has sat in the commode, and next to the other person, you can't see the virus and bacteria because it's microorganism, but thousands and millions of microorganisms will be there on the toilet seat. Okay, so you are going to sit on that and only do the thing. So So therefore, so the best thing is squatting pen, no? Squatting pen. But we think, oh, squatting pen, we can't squat. It is a good exercise for your legs. You know, nowadays people are getting arthritis. That is one way to prevent arthritis is every day you have to do squatting exercise. So if you are using the squatting pen every day, you will be automatically doing that squatting exercise. See, the very old people who used to go to the squatting pen, they don't have arthritis. But the very young people who are going to this command sitting pen, now in the young age, they are getting arthritis and they are getting leg pain. So that is also a good thing. Okay. So these are just some things which no one will speak, but it is related to science. So that's why I'm telling you. So command is very, very like unhygienic. So we have to be very careful when you go to a public place, okay, and sit in the command. Okay, you have to be very careful. You have to maintain your hygiene first, because you will be maintaining hygiene, but the person who used the command 2-3 times before you don't know what is his condition, no? So always be careful. That's why many people, they get infections after going to public bathrooms, public washrooms. They get infection because of these things. This is if you take the cheek cells and see from the microscope, it will be something like this. So normal microscope, you can't see deeply. You can see only few organelles, but you can't see deeply. So to see deeply, you need a powerful microscope. So we will be using the electron microscope. I will show that picture also. So this is a colored one, okay, but you don't need to learn this. I will give you another picture, learn that. So we have cell membrane, cytoplasm, we'll learn that later. The same thing, you to see the, now we saw the animal cells. Now by putting the spoon on the cheek, we got animal cells. Now we are going to do the onion cells. So we are going to do the plant cell. Easy way to get the plant cell is onion. From any plant you can get the cell, but you have to cut it very thin. You have to cut it into very thin slices. Then only you can see from the microscope. Okay, then only you can see from the microscope. So therefore, automatically there are very thin layers in onion. When you're peeling the onion, in the middle, girls, have you all seen a white color like a tissue layer will be there? Have you all observed that?
Yes.
That directly you can keep. Directly you can keep that in the microscope and you can observe that. Okay. So therefore you don't need to cut anything. But if you are taking any other fruits, you have to cut it to a very thin slice. Then only it will be observable by the normal microscope. In school, try this experiment. Some teachers, they don't like to take the students to the laboratory. Okay, you tell them, miss, please to just at least see a cell. Okay, and it's very nice, very nice. Okay, it's different. You know, you have to see that, then you will experience it. Okay. So cut an onion and obtain the fleshy part, and in the middle of that you will get the small white color part, and keep that. Okay, transfer that to a this big glass piece is known as the slide. Okay, transfer it to the slide and put a drop of water and put a cover slip. The small cover slips nowadays, some are plastic, some are glass. It's a small piece of glass or plastic. You can cover it, or else when you keep the microscope lens will touch this water, then microscope lens will become upset. So it's like a helmet, like a cover, like a guard you put on top, and then you observe this onion peel. You will see something like this. Yeah. Something like this. Why are we putting water? Because without the water, if you put, it won't be clear. Okay, it won't be clear. So to get a clear image, we put the water. Only the cover slip and the bottom slide will paste. Because of the water, it will get like small, little bit pasted. Okay, so if you do this experiment in school, then you will understand. You will understand this more and more. Yeah, can you see my screen clearly and hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So now this one is beautiful, no? Now the same thing when you're observing from the microscope. Okay, most of the schools, microscope, you have that one eye microscope. So you close one eye and observe from one eye. When you're looking at this, your full eye will be covered with this picture. So it's very nice. Okay, so I request everyone, when you use your school laboratory, at least for this experiment, go and see the cell. Okay, so any plant cell will be something like this. We will discuss this deeply. Okay, yeah, this one. This is there in the human blood. What is the scientific name of this?
Erythrocyte.
RBC.
RBC.
Erythropods.
Yes.
RBC.
Red blood cells is the common name. The scientific name is
Erythrocyte. Erythrocyte.
Okay, in my physical seminars, we used before Corona, we used to do physical seminars. No, so in the middle of the seminar, I used to have some quizzes. The first student who is answering this quiz will get a gift. But nowadays, with the online method, it is hard. So no problem. Just so I gave the question and I have given the answer. So you will study about the erythrocytes in grade 11 deeply. Okay, maybe a scientific name. Scientific name, the proper name for red blood cells is erythrocyte. One minute. Yeah, red blood cells is erythrocyte, white blood cells is leukocyte. Platelets are thrombocytes. So like that scientific. So we saw the plant cell and animal cell. We will see the proper picture. In that you will be able to understand. In our syllabus, they have given some things to compare the plant cell, animal cell. Normally, every first term you will get this question. Okay, difference between plant cell and animal cell. Three main differences are there. Okay, three main differences. So we'll see one by one. So here they have given 4. We will see what. Cell wall is absent in animal cell, but it is present in the plant cell. Large content of it contains the cytoplasm. That means the cytoplasm is large in the animal cell, and here cytoplasm is pushed to the periphery. Cytoplasm is pushed to the periphery. Okay. Then large vacuole is absent. Large centralized vacuole is present. Chloroplast is absent. Chloroplast is present. So I have put ticks now. Those are the three main ones. Those are the three main ones. This one about the cytoplasm, okay, give it at last. If they ask the differences, if they ask 3 differences, first give cell wall absent, vacuole absent, chloroplast absent, and in plant cells all 3 are present. That is the main 3. Okay, main 3. Second point which they have given here, you write it as the last point. Okay, it as the last point. So large content of it contains the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is pushed towards the periphery. With the picture, I will explain what is periphery. So what is chloroplast? We will learn one by one. Okay. So now our main topic is organelle. So cells are made up of organelles. 1 minute. Okay, I will give you a 5 minutes break in another. Once we finish the common names of the organelles, I will give you a small break. Okay, so when you look at the cells, okay, the cells are made up of many organelles. So which one is tiny? Organelle is tiny or cell is tiny?
Organelle.
Okay, between the organelle and cell, organelle is the tiny one. Okay, many organelles forms the cells. So organelles with a small structure present within the cell to perform different functions. Those are like small offices. They can do many functions, different functions. One organelle will do one function, another organelle, okay, another organelle will form another function. So like that, different functions will be done by the organelle. Every organelle has a specific function. So cells show difference of labor, division of labor. That means one person is doing one thing, another person is doing another thing. Like that, cells also, one category of organelles are doing one function, another category of organelle is doing another function. Most of the organelle cannot be observed by the light microscope. For a powerful one, electron microscope should be used. Okay, therefore, electron microscope should be used. Okay, so if you look at a typical cell, typical, the word typical means everything together. A cell prepared by including all the organelles is known as a typical cell. In real life, there are no typical cell. Like a typical student, is there a typical student? He's studying, he's doing sports, he's working, he's doing everything. No one like that. No, everyone has some weakness. So if you talk about a typical student, he has all the good character, no bad character at all. Same like that, typical cell means all the organelles are put together. But in real life, if you take some of the cells in the head, it will have some organelles, it will don't have some other organelles. If you take some of the cells from the leg, some organelles will be present, some organelles will not be present. Okay, so therefore, different places, different types of cells are there. But why are we putting this typical cell to study? Then only we can study all the organelles. Or else we have to study cells of the head, cells of the eye, cells of the nose, cells of the mouth, cells of the lungs, cells of the body, cells of the sexual organs, cells of the legs separately. So it's very hard. So therefore, what they have done, they have put all the organelles. Okay, they have put all the organelles together. So they have put all the organelles together to form this typical cell. Okay, to form this typical cell. So here there is a colored image of the typical cell. And this is the image which you need. This is a typical animal cell. This is the colored image of a typical animal cell. Okay, but this is the real one. But according to our syllabus, we can modify certain things. So this picture which is there, so okay, we can draw this. If you have to draw this. Okay, not now, but later you have to draw this. Okay, on your own. Don't need to draw the same thing. This one, and this is the plant cell. This is the colored picture of the plant cell. This is a normal one which is given in your textbook. So whatever you like, you can draw. I will send the PDF later. One, you have to draw one animal cell in one A4 sheet, one plant cell in a A4 sheet, and paste it in your room and keep. That is important. Okay, in the exam they won't tell you to draw. In the exam they may give you and they tell you to name the parts. So therefore, when you draw this, you will understand there are many parts. Okay, yeah, someone wants to take a screenshot. Okay, so you can see many parts. Okay, something is there: mitochondria, plasma membrane, then secretory vesicles, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi vesicles. Okay, chromatin is there, nucleolus is there, nucleus is there, rough endoplasmic reticulum is there, ribosomes are there. Like that, many things are there. Okay, so how to draw? It's hard. Okay, first you study about, okay, we'll study about the organelles. Once you know to draw the organelle, if you draw all the organelles together, it's a cell. Okay, it automatically becomes a cell. Okay, so take some time and later try to draw this. Okay. Okay, so I will just show it and let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is very important. If you study this properly, automatically you will be able to draw. If you take a cell, okay, if you take a cell, normally in the plant cell, cell wall will be there in the outermost area, plant cell. But in animal cell, cell wall is not there. Plasma membrane is there. In animal cells also plasma membrane is there. In plant cell also plasma membrane is there. Okay, the plasma membrane is there. But if you look at cell wall is only present in the plant. I will put a P for the things which are there only in plant cell. But plasma membrane in plant cell and animal cell, it is there, P and A. Cytoplasm, P and A. Organelles, that's common to everyone now. Double membrane organelle, there are 3 examples in our syllabus. NMC. Before I used to say like this. N for Namal Rajapaksa, M for Mahinda Rajapaksa, C for Chamal Rajapaksa. Okay. They are like double VIP, double membrane. Okay. So the Rajapaksa family, that story you can remember. So N is nucleus, M is mitochondria, C is chloroplast. Those are coming under double membrane organelle. 2 membranes are there. For example, if you take the nucleus, 2 membranes are covering the nucleus. So double membrane, 1 protection, 2 protection. So you know, no, our president and our Mahinda Rajapaksa, all they go with double protection, no, something like that. Then single membrane are there. Okay, normal fellows, normal mantri. Okay, Golgi complex, microorganism, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and vacuole. Membraneless organelle, no protection at all, like normal people, ribosome. Okay, no protection at all. Okay, so I hope you all are clear about this. And out of this nucleus, okay, I will put a tick. It is present in plant and animal. Mitochondria, it is present in plant and animal. But chloroplast, only in plants. Golgi complex, it is present in plant and animal. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, present in both. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, present in both. But vacuole, large vacuoles are present mainly only in plants. Sometimes in animals, there may be small ones, but vacuole is mainly related to plant. Ribosome is present in both. So now draw this chart and one by one, we will explain this. This is not only for human, this is for human, animals, and plants, both together. But in plants, there are 3 special ones. The 3 main differences. One is cell wall, the other one is chloroplast, the other one is vacuole. I have put a star and I have put PPP to show that they are present specially in plant cell. So take down this chart and then, okay, I will give you a 5 minute, 5 to 6 minute break. While having the break, take down this and take a small rest, and then we will continue the full explanation of each and every organelle after the small break. Okay, then don't leave, just mute it, pause it, and do your work. Take a small rest, go out, look at the sky, relax, and come back. We will continue. If you have any doubts, you can type it in the chat box and keep. Okay, you can type it in the chat box and keep. If I see, I will answer it. Seminar today, it will go until 11:30. Okay, we will go until 11:30. Okay, then students, we will start the session. Yeah, can you hear me clearly and see the screen clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's continue. So therefore, I hope you have taken down this classification or categorizing of the cells. So one by one, we will start. So cell wall. So normally cell wall doesn't fall under membrane or under an organelle. It's like the outermost part. That is also only in plant cells. So if they ask you cell wall, it's there only in the plant cell. And also, I think you can remember in your grade 10 first lesson, you learned about the structure which is helping to form the cell wall. What is the chemical which is used to form the cell wall?
Cellulose.
Cellulose.
The cellulose. So cell wall is made out of cellulose. So that is very important. It is the outermost covering of the plant cell. Yes, you understood that. And also remember, it is like a dead structure. Out of the full cell, the dead structure is cell wall. So that means something can come into the cell, something can go out of the cell. Something can come into the cell, something can go out of the cell. And also, this is made out of polysaccharides such as cellulose. There are some other things, cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, lot of things are there, but you will learn that in A level. For now, for O level, you need only one main thing, that is cellulose. It helps to maintain the shape of the cell, yes, and also supports and protects the cell. Protection of the cell is done by it. So it's like a box, no, like a cardboard box. Okay, now if you take some equipment, you are putting it in the cardboard box. Cardboard box is a type of a small protection, no? So like that, every cell, it is every plant cell, it is covered by the cell wall. So cell wall is a small protection for the cell. And also remember, in the middle there are some holes. In the cell wall there are some holes. In the grade 10 they have not mentioned that, but in grade 11 it will be important. Those holes, okay, you write it and keep holes present in the cell wall are known as, okay, this is a nice name, plasmodesmata. Okay, one thing you all do, the name is not that much important, but you all should know that there are some holes in the cell wall. There are some small holes in the cell wall. Later that will be very important. Okay, in your grade 11 lessons, it will be useful. So for now, you remember there are holes in the cell wall, small holes. The name is plasmodesmata. It's the name, to remember the name, it's a little bit extra. Okay, that's a small extra thing, but you all should know that there are holes in the cell wall. So then only something can go through the hole. Or else if the full cell wall is not having any holes, or if it is fully blocked, then how can things go inside and outside? Can't, no? So there should be some holes. So these are the main things about the cell wall. And here you can see, this is like the cell wall. And if you take the plant cell, outside cell wall is there, inner to that cell membrane is there. So see this animation, they're taking one single cell, there is cell wall, and inside that cell membrane is there. Cell wall is outside. Are you clear?
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is the cell wall transparent?
No. It's not transparent. Light can go through it. Okay, light can go through it, but it is not totally transparent. It is not like glass. Here for the animation, to show the things inside, they have given like glass, but there is a, I don't know which color. Okay, but it's a small structure. Okay, then in the plant cell, Inner to the cell wall, we have the plasma membrane, or we call it cell membrane. Plasma membrane or cell membrane. But in the animal cell, is the outermost covering. In plant cell, the outermost covering was cell wall, but in animal cell, the outermost covering is the cell membrane, or we call it plasma membrane. So when you look at the plasma membrane, it is made out of two things: phospholipids and proteins. Okay, it's
Protein.
important. You have to memorize it. It is semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Okay, in our new syllabus, okay, they are giving another extra word. Okay, it is semi-permeable, or they can call it selectively permeable. Okay, therefore, it controls the entry and exits of material. Now, I told you, listen to this carefully, okay? Listen to this carefully. We told that the cell wall is like a dead structure. That means anyone can come in, anyone can go out. But plasma membrane, okay, plasma membrane is not like that. Okay, plasma membrane is, okay, students, don't worry about the notes. Okay, don't write the notes now, because you will be concentrating on writing but not listening. If you want, take a screenshot and keep, but don't keep on writing, because I will send you the notes. Okay, I will send the recording also. One day, relax day, not today. Today you have learned this, no? Maybe next Tuesday or next Wednesday, sit, play the recording, okay, view the PDF and write down the needed notes. Okay, so that is the benefit of our online classes. Okay, nowadays we have seen tremendous improvement in students. Now normally I recommend the weak students to come to my class, because the students who are very well studying, okay, they always get 90. Those students all don't need to come to class even, because even if you don't come to class, no problem, you all will study, you all will understand, you all can read and understand, you have the talent. But my main target is the average and the weak students. Now, okay, even from my starting period of teaching, I usually like to teach the weak and average students. Okay, I go in a normal pace, no, slow pace. I talk to the students, I give counseling, and some of the very well studying students don't like to come to my class. Why? When I give the motivation, they say, sir, don't need motivation and all, we'll just do the lesson and go. One girl thing there, she was telling like that in this class also, sir, don't need motivation, let's go to the lesson. So I put her out. You don't come, because those students are very selfish students. They know how to study, they know that when I teach, they will understand. But when I give the motivation, other students also will like to study. No, they don't like it. There is a group of students who wants only for them to get good results. Others should not get motivated. Others should not do well. There are some people. So I don't care about those people. Those kind of students, please don't come to my classes. I hate them. Don't come. And my class is not suitable for you all. My class is suitable for the students who really want to study. Okay, who really want to understand and study, but they are weak. They get little bit late to understand. No problem. So nowadays, okay, in my physical classes, I was trying my best, but after this online method, I have like benefited. Students have benefited tremendously, because in the online method we have recording facility. So the students who come to class, they will listen in the class very well, and after the class, maybe 1 or 2 days after the class, they will watch the recording again and take down the notes. That is a more beneficial method. Some students, I think I have told this story. Many students, they have improved their results. But there was one superb example. A student who got 17 marks has improved to 71 marks. Okay, and it is a very weak student. Normally in school, that student is the student who gets the lowest marks for all the subjects. But that student is a very good student. Good student means she likes to study, but she is a slow learner. But after coming to the recording method, she comes to class, fully understands in the class, but quickly she will forget. So today she is watching the recording and taking down the notes while watching the recording. Because in the live class, no time to write the notes, no time to listen. She can't do two things at one moment. many students like that. So in in online live classes, she is listening to the classes, and after the recording, she is again recording and taking down the notes. And now she is the highest, not highest. I think there is another student who's getting the highest. She is almost the second highest in school, and I'm sure next term, within one term, if she can convert her results from 17 to 71, surely next term she can go more than 80, sometimes even 90, and she will be the highest. And when she get the highest, I will tell, like this, many students from 50 they have improved to 75, from 60 they have improved to 80. All that are good, but this is the best out of that examples. Okay, so therefore, whenever you get a recording opportunity, those classes will be more beneficial, because 2 or 3 or 4 times you can watch the recording and clear everything, every doubt. So why I said this is, now don't write the notes, because if you write the notes, your mind will be wanting to complete the notes. So listen to this very carefully, understand word by word, and later I will release the PDF, I will release the recording. If you want, you can take the printout of the PDF, but the best method is again watch the recording and write down the notes. Okay, good. Hari. So the next one is, it encloses the cell and the organelles. So that means all the organelle and the liquid what is inside the cell, everything is fully captured by the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is fully packed, no holes. There are holes, but that holes are closed. If someone needs to come into the cell, they will ask permission from the plasma membrane. If the plasma membrane allow, they can come in. If the plasma membrane doesn't allow, it can't come in. Now let's say someone wants to go out of the cell, it will go and ask permission from the plasma membrane. If the plasma membrane is okay, it will go out. If not okay, he will stay in. So plasma membrane is regulating the entry and the exit. It controls the entry and exit of materials into and out of the cell. When coming into entry, it has to ask permission. When going out, exiting, it not ask permission. If plasma membrane gives permission, it will go, or else it won't go. Understood? So that is why we call it as the selectively permeable, or we call it as semi-permeable. Selectively permeable or semi-permeable. So I think it is superb, no? Fully cleared. So it allows the entry of water, ions, other molecules. So it allows the transportation between the cells. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, some students have put their improvement. Okay, I will give the chat box as to everyone. So if anyone wants to share their improvement after our classes, if you want, you can share it. Okay, you can. I have given chat to everyone, so use it properly. Yeah, so you can, if you want, you can type about your improvement, but don't waste the time typing. Just in few words. After that recording method, I just want to emphasize the recording method. After doing the recording method, that listening to the recording 2 or 3 times and writing the notes, you can write the benefits of that. I'll be teaching. While then, if you want, you can write it and share it with the others. Okay, just only that, okay, not anything else. Hari. Then this is the plasma membrane. Okay, normally we call it a double layer. This is not double membrane thing. This is known as bilayer. That means there are 2 components. Okay, I told you phospholipid, one phospholipid, another phospholipid. This is not double membrane, single membrane thing. This is just double layer. Inside one membrane, Okay, inside one membrane, there are two layers. Okay, there are two layers. So therefore, and also there are some small holes. So phospholipid. Plasma contains phospholipids and protein. Phospholipids and proteins. Yeah, someone has sent this one, the improvement to me. You can put chat to everyone and send. Okay, then others will also be able to see it. Okay, so here in yellow or orange color, the phospholipids are there. In purple color, the protein. So lipid and protein together, they form the plasma membrane. From inside, some things are going out. From outside, some things are coming in. So this plasma membrane, the full everything together, it's regulating. It's regulating. Okay. So therefore, controls the entry and exits of particles into and out of the cell. I think now this is really clear. So we'll go to the next one. So the next one is cytoplasm. Inside the plasma membrane, there is a liquid, or we can say semi-solid, not totally liquid, not totally solid, liquid gelatinous substances that is known as the cytoplasm. It is the gelatinous liquid part of the cell, excluding the organelles. Without the organelles, okay, without the organelles, it is known as the cytoplasm. It maintains the shape of the cell. It carries and bears the organelles, carry out different metabolic process. So all these are done in the cytoplasm. So in the blue color, light blue, they have given that full background. That is the cytoplasm, the liquid. Okay, now if you think, yeah, okay, this liquid part is the cytoplasm. All of y'all have drunk soup. Okay, the soup has a bowl, no? The soup bowl. And inside the soup bowl, you have liquid parts, and you have carrot, potato, chicken pieces, and all the other stuff. So if you consider as a cell wall or plasma membrane is like the bowl or the plate or the cup, and the liquid is like cytoplasm, and the particles, the carrot piece, the beef piece, or the chicken piece, the potato pieces, the vegetables, the pieces in the soup, it is like the organelles. Can you understand? If you take a strainer and if you filter it, the filtrate, okay, the filtrate will be the liquid, and the particles which got filtered will be the solid particles. So what I say is cytoplasm is the liquid portion which will get filtered, and the particles which will remain is the organelles. Understood? No? Now clearly that part is done. So no doubts with the plasma. In
Sir.
the different, yeah. Yes, tell me.
Cytoplasm is only in
Cytoplasm is there in plants and animal. Cytoplasm is there in plants and animal, both. In plants and animals, the difference is in animals, the cytoplasm is everywhere, but in plants, it is in the corners. That's why we call it periphery. Can you all remember the first difference, that number 2 difference between plant and animal cells? Where is it? Here in number 2, large content of it contains the cytoplasm. That means at the plant animal cell, everywhere cytoplasm is there, but in the plant cell, cytoplasm is pushed to the periphery. That means pushed to the corners. It is pushed to the corners. It is pushed to the corners. Okay. that part is done now. So cytoplasm is okay, 100% clear. Okay. Then let's go to double membrane. Now only we are coming to the, now we are studying everything beyond the organelle, before the organelle, the cell wall, the plasma membrane, and then the cytoplasm. And now we are coming into the inside part, particle part, that is known as the, okay, that is known as the organelle. And out of the organelle, we are going to talk about, okay, we are going to talk about the double membrane organelle. Double membrane organelle. Okay, so this is a double VIP fellow, double VIP. Okay, normally I call it Mahinda Rajapaksa, Namal Rajapaksa, Chamal Rajapaksa. Now if I say, sometimes the army will come and kill me. Okay, so Mahinda Rajapaksa is mitochondria, Namal Rajapaksa is nucleus, Chamal Rajapaksa is chloroplast. Now no one to be seen in the parliament also these days. Hurry. So yeah, when you look at the okay, there are some comments going. Okay then. Okay. Yeah, but concentrate on the lessons, and meanwhile you can do the chatting, but be more alert with the lesson. Hurry. Structure and function of the nucleus. Okay, this is the structure of the nucleus. Okay, the nucleus, there are small, like, you know, in the middle there is a dark part, it is known as the nucleolus, and like this worms are there. Those are known as chromatin. Okay, here they have put DNA. Actual word is chromatin. It is made out of DNA. Okay, chromatin, it is made out of DNA. Later it will become, okay, later it will become chromosomes. Okay, later it will become chromosomes. We will study that in our reproduction lesson, how the chromatin becomes chromosomes. That those things are there. So this nuclear envelope only double membrane, but in the middle the small holes are there. Those are known as nuclear pore. So this is a double membrane organelle. Okay, double membrane organelle. Yeah, okay, then we will off the chat time. Okay, yeah. So double membrane means two layers. Now, if you take the nucleus, actually it's like this. First, it will form one layer, then another layer. Inside that only these worms and chroma, all those things are there. And later some holes came. Understood? So two layers. Actually, this one layer is one plasma membrane. So this is like having two plasma membranes. Okay, two layers are there. Double layer. Okay, or double membrane. It is the main organelle in the cell. It is known as the brain of the cell, because without the brain, it will die. Okay, without the brain, it will die. Yeah, 1 minute. Someone wants the cytoplasm slide. Yeah, quickly take a screenshot. Okay, it controls the functions of the cell. So like every human has a brain, the cell, each and every cell is also having a function, and that function is controlling. Okay, each and every cell has a nucleus, that is the brain of the cell, and it is controlling the cell. And also it contains chromatin, which later converts to chromosome. For now, you remember these worm-like things are known as chromatin. Chromatin is made out of DNA. So you can say like this: DNA later becomes chromatin, chromatin later becomes chromosomes. Okay, about chromosomes we will study deeply. Okay, we'll study that deeply in later lessons. Due to the presence of chromosome, it can store and transfer genetic material and inherited characters from one generation to the other generation. So the two main functions of the nucleus is, one is controlling the cell, okay, controlling the life activities of the cell. The other one is storage and transfer of genetic material. Okay, normally we call this as the chromatin and the chromosome. If you take the chromosome, there is a fixed number of chromosomes for human. For human, what is the number of chromosomes present in each and every cell? Yeah, it is given here.
46.
6 chromosomes.
46.
That means 23 pairs of chromosomes are there. Deeply, we will study this under inheritance lesson. Can you see this worm-like thing? Those are the chromatin. Later, they will become chromosome. Chromosome is something like this. Okay. So when you come to the chromosome lesson, deeply you will study. Chromosomes are only coming from your mother, father, generation to generation. That is only being passed. Okay, so that is the chromosome. So if you look at the cell here, you can see chromatin. Later it will become chromosome. This is chromatin, then chromosome. Chromatin, chromosome. So whenever needed, chromatin will become chromosome. So therefore, if you look at the nucleus, they have put a funny picture. Okay, nucleus is saying everyone do what I say. So it's like the class monitor. You do that, you do this. Okay, so like controlling everyone. So I hope it's clear about the nucleus. Then the next inner parts. Okay, mitochondria. It's also a double membrane organelle. Okay, so it's a special one. Okay, the outer membrane is something like this. The inner membrane, it forms some. Okay, I told you two membranes now. One membrane outside, the inside membrane, it's forming something like this. Understood? So outer membrane is just straight membrane, but inner membrane, there are some ups and downs, ups and downs. It is an oval shaped, okay, membrane bound organelle. How many membrane if they ask? Two membrane. Inner membrane, outer membrane. Outer membrane is just like a circle, but inner membrane, there are some ups and downs. Why do you think there are some ups and downs? Normally in our body, in any place, without a straight line, if it is something like this and this and this and this, what is the reason? To increase the surface area. Okay, to increase the surface area, then more reactions can happen. Okay, more reactions can happen. Yeah, I will tell you another thing. Okay, this is a large lesson. No? This is a large lesson. We are doing it as a seminar. Okay, so a lot of information is shared. Sometimes after this seminar, you get a headache. That's a common thing. Especially my seminars, when students come to my seminar, because in a seminar you will learn a lot of things. No, you will get a headache. Headache means small slight headache, or you feel like little bit too much we are learning. That's normal. That's normal. But you can't, because of that, you don't need to leave the class. Stay until the end and listen clearly and understand. Later, once your headache, everything goes away, once you are relaxed, again slowly watch the recording and take down the notes and understand it double deeply. Okay, now I know sometimes the students' capacity is finished. There are some weak students, okay, they can learn only few things per day, but understanding you can do a lot. So that's why I'm saying, even if you are having a headache or some problem, no problem, just okay, keep on listening, because you can understand. Okay, memorizing, storing the data in your mind, you can do it later. Okay, some students they think understanding is memorizing. No, Buddha, understanding is different, memorizing is different. You can understand, but memorizing may take time. You can't do that at one shot. Some students at one shot they will, so that is their talent, but everyone doesn't have that talent. So if you can't remember the names, if you can't remember the mitochondria, nucleus, no problem. But if you know their function, this is doing something like this, if you have understood it, that is the success of today's seminar. Later go and learn the names, sit and memorize. If you don't know mitochondria, how can you remember mitochondria? You have to repeat again and again. Mitochondria, 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 powerhouse, energy production, double membrane. Like that, you have to repeat later. That is memorizing. That is your work. But in a class, when a teacher speaks, understanding, everyone can do it without any effort. So what I'm saying is, my classes, I don't force you to write the notes. I don't force you to do anything. If you want to eat and study, no problem, you can eat and study. If you want to sleep and study, no problem, sleep and study. If you want to stand and study, no problem, stand and study. But the thing is, Understand what I am saying. Later, memorize the words and put it into sentence and all those things you can do. Okay, you can do all those things later. But okay, now even for all the subjects, it's the same. Understanding and memorizing, there is a big gap. Some students, when they can't remember certain names, they think, oh, sir, today I didn't understand the lesson. They think like that. No, Pudha, you have understood it. All the processors are there in your mind. Only thing is you don't know the names that you have to memorize. That will take time. Okay, so don't get fed up of any classes just because you can't memorize, because memorizing is partly different from understanding. Okay, because I'm a medical student, I'm telling you all this, or else most of the time the students are thinking understanding means memorizing. So if you don't memorize, you have not understood that lesson. No. Understanding is inside your brain. Even you don't know that whether you have understood or not. When you do the question only, everything will come out. But memorizing the words one by one, you can do it. And once you memorize, you will know what is the double membrane organelle, mitochondria, nucleus, chloroplast. That you have memorized those three names. But what is their function? Nucleus has DNA and it is storing genetic material. That is their function that you get by understanding. Okay, so therefore listen carefully, then you will be able to understand each and every organelle's function and their structure, and later you can memorize the wordings. Aerobic respiration. Now this is a new word. Later you memorize it. What is aerobic respiration? Mitochondria is producing energy. That is the understanding. Memorizing of these words, you can do it later. So aerobic respiration takes place within the mitochondria and it produces energy. So he is like an energy producer. Okay, it's like an energy producer. The energy produced within the mitochondria is used for all our metabolic activities. Now I am talking because energy is produced in my body. I am writing, you all are writing, you all are doing work. Some students are running, playing, all that due to the energy produced by the mitochondria. So that is known as the powerhouse of the cell. The nickname is powerhouse. It is known as the powerhouse of the cell and it produces and releases energy. And also remember, the energy which is produced inside the human body, it is known as ATP energy. ATP energy. Good. Then the next one here, see, okay, powerhouse. So it is producing ATP energy. So reactions will occur. The name of the reaction is known as cellular respiration. Cellular respiration will occur and energy will be produced. Energy will be in the form of ATP. ATP. Okay. So what is known as aerobic respiration? You remember the name. It's a big process. We will learn that in our 8th lesson. Okay, we will learn that in the 8th lesson. So this aerobic respiration, for now, remember, it's a reaction. Due to that reaction, energy will be produced. What are the inputs? What are the outputs? We will learn it later. So what is this ATP? The long form, adenosine triphosphate. You don't need that. You can ATP. But for your information, I am telling you, ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so this is the equation for cellular respiration. Grade 11s, I think you all know this very well. Grade 10s, take this down. Okay, later when I will send the PDF. Don't worry. PDF, tute, record, everything will be sent. Okay, later you can write down this equation. You will get the 100% understanding in your grade 10 8th lesson. When doing the second term 8th lesson, you will be able to understand it. Then the next one is chloroplast. Chloroplast. Here they have not, in your syllabus book, in grade 10, they have not given much about chloroplast. But later in grade 11, they will give you. So what I have done is, I have put it to the needed place. Rather than learning a different organelle in grade 11, why can't we learn that while learning all the other organelles? So therefore, sometimes you might think, this is out of the syllabus. No. Whatever I put somewhere in your O-level syllabus, whether it is 10 or 11, it is there. So chloroplast also, they have not given that much, I think, in our syllabus in the grade 10, but in grade 11, deeply you need to study. So now itself I have put, this is also double membrane. So outer membrane will be one layer, inner membrane will form like stacks, like this. Okay, like keeping coins one on top of the other, it's forming something like that. Okay, so the inner membrane of this, like new mitochondria, this also it's forming some circles. Okay, present only in plant cell. Yes, that is very important. Only in plant cell, contains a special green color pigment known as chlorophyll. Even in grade 7, 8, 9, you have studied photosynthesis is done by green plants with the help of a pigment. What is that pigment? Chlorophyll pigment. Chlorophyll pigment. Okay, this chlorophyll pigment does two things. It gives the green color to the plant leaf and it helps to absorb some of the light energy from the sun. Okay, now if I ask you what, now from the sunlight you are getting 7 colors now: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. What color do you think is absorbed into the plant mainly?
Red and blue.
Blue and red and blue and red and blue.
Very good. Okay, it's actually red and blue, mainly red and red, types of red, blue and types of the blue. Then what about green? So you said green, no. Actually, the color is green. Okay, remember, take the green. Okay, you might have studied in the optics lesson. If something is green, why is it green to our eye? Because white light is coming. Okay, I'm drawing from black color. White light is coming, and what color is being reflected? Green color. Therefore, we can see it as green. Just because we can see it as green doesn't mean that it absorbs green. From the white light, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Out of that, green is reflected. What are the remaining one? Violet, indigo, blue, yellow, orange, red. So this full thing is similar to blue, mainly blue, and yellow, orange, red. It is coming under the red category. So mainly they say red color light and blue color light is absorbed into the plant leaf and green color is reflected. Are you clear about this? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rejects the green,
Yes, sir.
therefore we can see it as a green color, but it absorbs different colors. Now this one, many students, they don't know this. Even teachers, some of the, no, not all the teachers, okay, don't think I'm telling bad about all the teachers. Some of the teachers, okay, in some international schools, O-level Finnish students are put as teachers. Okay, I know recently in one O-level school, one of my students said, her cousin sister, she is a commerce graduate. She went to teach commerce. She's a very good commerce teacher. But in the school, they are telling to teach science. She had said, I am not a science person. I don't know anything about science. But the school, they have said, no problem. You little bit learn the textbook and read the textbook. So see, so therefore, sometimes those problems happen. So therefore, I know, personally, I know, I don't like to say, some teachers have told it is green color. So it is absorbing green. What the hell is that Rihans are saying? They have told like that. Okay, they think green color means it is absorbing green. No, green color means it is reflecting the green and absorbing the other colors, mainly red and blue. Okay, this one's in photosynthesis. We have grade 11. Grade 11, third unit is photosynthesis. We will learn deeply. So this helps in the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process, it is the opposite of cellular respiration. You all were asking about aerobic respiration. No. Another name for aerobic respiration is cellular respiration. Opposite of that is photosynthesis. Aerobic respiration normally happens in animals. Sometimes in plants also it happens. But photosynthesis, it only happens in the plants. We will study the reactions. Everything has reactions. These processes, they have reaction. Now here see, all this reaction we will study later. Okay, because now it is not needed for our lessons, but for our O-level we need it. However, we will study in our upcoming classes. Carbon dioxide, I think you all know by now, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will produce glucose and oxygen. That is photosynthesis. Opposite of this is cellular respiration. Okay, so don't need to get scared. Whatever needed for now, I will teach, and whatever needed for later, surely we will discuss that deeply in our upcoming classes. So now you know the story of chloroplast and photosynthesis. So this chloroplast is only present in plants, especially plant leaf. That's why chloroplast contains a pigment, chlorophyll. That is reflecting the green light. That's why the full leaf looks like green, because it is reflecting green. Okay. Yeah. So today our science, we have 2 seminars. Okay. We have 2 seminars. So now you all are on the science seminar. By 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock we will be having our math seminar. Math seminar will be done by Arman Shalik sir. You all know he's a maths graduate, maths special at University of Jawaharlal. So at 3 p.m. we will be having it. So if you want, you can take down the Zoom meeting, Zoom ID and password. Password is same, but Zoom ID is different. So you note down this 856-8577-4689. You can join and you can enjoy that session also. So that will be a full math session. Okay, now full science. No, your brain will be pumped up with science. Okay, after the science session, take a rest and go to the math session. Pump up your brain with maths and later sit and differentiate both. Okay. Today this is the starting of the month, so we thought of giving some free classes. One is for the other students to understand about our classes, our theory method, because after coming to the paper classes, many students, they now really want to do well. Okay, our paper class recordings are there in YouTube. First class recording, it is very important for the new students. Watch it. Today I have told about pass rate, fail rate, everything. Okay, so they have got pumped up, and now you have an idea of about our this one also, about our theory method. This is our theory method. But today we are doing a long session, 3-hour session. Normally our normal classes is 1.5 to 2 hours, within that range. Okay, so single membrane organelle. Now we are going to study about the single membrane. Double membrane, ivarai, single membrane. Okay, so the first one we are studying is about Golgi body, Golgi complex. Okay, Golgi body or Golgi complex. It is made up of a single membrane bound sacs stacked one on top of the other, associated with secretory vesicles. All these are collectively known as Golgi complex. Golgi complex. Okay, so many students are asking many doubts about the classes and all those things. At the last, I will tell you the class timing and how to join, because now if I tell, it will be disturbing in the middle. So at last, I will tell you, don't worry. Okay, most of the chats now I won't be able to answer it because I have to give full concentration to this. So if you have any very important one, okay, very important one, just send me a message. Okay, this is made out of single membrane bound sacs. That means many sacs, like goni wage, many sacs stacked one on top of the other. When you read this without seeing the picture, actually you can't understand. But now from this picture you can understand. This is one stack, this is another stack, this is another stack, this is another stack. All are stacked, all are sacs. Okay, SAC is sacs stacked one on top of the other. Okay, goni ekakata uda ekak tiyala tiyanama goni eduthu ondu kosaka ondu vechikide, one on top of the other. Understood? Some, okay, it's not big ones, small ones, small sacs are stacked one on top of the other, and there are some secretory vesicles. Can you see? These circles are known as secretory vesicles. All those together, it is known as the Golgi complex. Sometimes if they are giving a drawing, hand drawing, it will be something like this. You can remember it's the upside down of the Wi-Fi signal. Okay, like a Wi-Fi signal. Okay, that is the Golgi complex. The function of the Golgi complex is production of secretory substances, packing, secretion, and transport. It helps in internal and external transport of the cell. So remember, it's like a post office. It's like a post office, not a normal post office, special post office. Now let's say it's like kapruka.com. Okay, I'm not promoting Kapruka, okay? Don't think I'm a advisor of Kapruka or anything. Okay, there are some companies, no? Let's say you want to send a gift. Okay, one boy, B-O-Y boy, wants to send a gift to a girl, G-I-R-L girl. Okay, he wants to send a rose bouquet. So he's going and telling the kapruka.com, in the phone he's sending a message. They have online methods to purchase all the roses, and he's saying, I want it wrapped with red color and bouquets, and I have to add chocolates and greeting cards and that and this, all those things. And what is this Kapruka.com or this Golgi complex they are doing? They are taking the roses from one company, they are taking chocolates from another company, they are taking the wrapping papers from another company, they are wrapping it, and they are taking another greeting card, and this boy is saying, sending a message, please write this message on the card. They are writing it, they are signing it, and they are nicely packing and slowly taking to the girl and giving. Understood? So therefore, the connection between the boy and the girl was done through this. Boy said he sent roses, but the packing, that and this, everything was done by this person and given to the girl. So same like that, from one organelle to another organelle, if they need to transport something, first they will send to the Golgi complex. Golgi complex will pack, can modify and check whether everything is okay, and then send it to the other organelle. I hope hereafter you won't forget about the Golgi complex. Harida.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So here you can see, now see proteins are coming in the animation. After that they are getting packed and they will be sent to the other parts. Okay, it's like a post office of the cell. Now in Sri Lankan post office, if you put in the letter and give, sometimes they will tear it and send. But this is a good post office. If you just send the letter, they will pack and send. Okay. So two animations are there, watch both. Okay, not only within organelles, from one cell to the outside also they can send. Okay, they can send things from inside to outside. Okay, then we'll go to the next one. SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So normally I give a short form. This is like a sister. Smooth one. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum like a sister. So SER. SER. For this also I have a story. Why I am creating all these mokka funny stories? Okay, all are mokka stories, no? Like one other, in Sinhala they say push jokes. Okay, you won't laugh, but you will remember. Okay, you will remember. That's why I'm telling. Even whether it is patta charter story, no problem. I tell it to my students so that it goes to your memory. Okay, that is actually that is the method. You know, when I was doing A level, especially A level, there are long things to learn. So I can't. I am the person in the world, always I tell, with the weakest memory. I am a person in the world having the weakest memory. Okay, I can even show proof to that. Okay, I have the weakest memory. But when I say this to the students, they won't agree. They will come to fight. No, sir, you know so much of things. You're saying you're the one who's having weakest memory. But actually, in real life, I am a person who is very lazy and having the weakest memory. Because I am lazy, I do things in a short method. That is, I use my laziness for advantage. Okay, lazy means I'm not sleeping the whole day and waiting. I'm lazy to do work. I'm lazy to work up early. Everyone are like that, no? But I'm extra. Okay. I'm a foodie. I like to eat food. All the types of food we like to taste and see. I'm lazy. But I do my work. Lazy people do the work in the shortest way because they don't want to spend more time in that work. So maybe I'm that type of a person. And also I am a person who is having a weak memory. So therefore, any sentence I can't remember. So what will I do? I will convert it to a story. Now this SCR story you will remember. No, wait, I will tell that story. Okay, there are a lot of things to learn in this SCR. Okay, we'll read after that. I'll tell the story. It is a network of tubular sacs without ribosomes. No ribosomes in the body. Next we will learn something called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now we are learning smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Next we will learn rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth is sister, rough is the brother. So first we'll learn about the sister. So they don't have ribosomes. Think like pimples. If you take the face, sister is not having any pimples. Okay, not having any pimples. Okay. Actually, don't think it's ribosome is the cause for pimples. I'm just saying on the SCR membrane, no dots. Now this is SCR. Wait, I will show RER also. Here, can you see this is RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, dots. So you think like sister is having a smooth, no pimples at all. Pimples are like the ribosome dots. Due to the absence of ribosome on the membrane, it is known as smooth endoplasmic endoplasmic reticulum. The full word is endoplasmic reticulum, SER. They synthesize lipids, they synthesize steroids, and they transport them. Now this production and transportation of lipids and steroids, many students, they forget. So remember, steroid and lipid. Now lipid you can remember, you all know about oils and all, but steroids you don't know. Steroids are certain special type of chemical substances. Listen to this carefully. Those are chemical substances which are there in our body to make us strong. The people who are running, the athletes, the sport people, they have more steroids. Lazy people have less steroids. If you are going to the gym and working out, that means you have more steroids. So remember, okay, so nice story is there for this SER. So I remember SER. The special word is, letter is S. S for sister. Why sister? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. To remember that. So the main sister I remember is Susantika. You all know Susantika in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Susantika is the runner who won the bronze medal. Later it was upgraded to silver, because the person, now she became third, but the person who became second, later that person who became second was checked. That lady had injected external steroids, so therefore they disqualified her, and I think Susantika was promoted to silver medal. Okay, so therefore there is natural steroid and artificial steroid. Natural steroid, how will it come? By doing more exercise, and making yourself tired, and the sport people, know how much exercise they are doing to get more and more steroids. Then they will become strong. They can do all the works proper. They are running everything properly. Externally, you can put injection steroid. Then also you will get muscles, but that is cheating. So if they do the blood test, if you get caught, you can't do any sports. You will be banned from all the sports. So remember, our sister Susantika, she is doing so much of exercise. She has. Have you seen Susantika? She has more muscles than a boy also. She can fight with a boy and put that boy down within seconds. She's so strong. Okay, so because she has a lot of steroids. So remember, sister Susantika steroid story. Okay, because of natural steroid, she won the race. Because of the artificial steroid, another girl lost her medal. So steroid is a very important thing. So steroids and lipids are produced by the SER and transported by the SER. So hereafter you won't forget the S of the SER. This S has many secrets. Okay, so I used to make like a story. Okay, so this is known as long shortcut. Long shortcut. Okay, to put the story, you might take some time to think of the story. Okay, all those things, it might take time, but once you do it, lifelong you will remember. Okay, some students who learn science from me, okay, some students who learn the science from me, they A level, they don't even do science. They have done commerce, they have done maths, they have done different subjects, and now when they meet me, they just for fun, they ask, sir, how is your sister? I don't have a sister, I am the only one in the family. No sir, that's Susantika's sister. They will make a fun like that. They'll say, so this periodic table, activity series, so even now we can remember, no sir. Like that they say, because they have learned it in a fun way. Because if you learn something in a fun and easy way, it will stay for a long period. One of my student, he did maths, but he learned science from me. He did maths, and now he's teaching science. He's saying maybe he can remember all what he has learned in the O level. Okay, so like that things are there. So if you learn science properly, even if you try, it will be hard for you to forget. Okay, so therefore learn it properly. Okay, make some short forms, make some stories, make your own stories, and share that story with us. Then we can tell to the next generation, next students also. So it will be beneficial. From every batch I learn. Okay, I am a person who is open to learning. If I make a mistake, I will tell. What I said is wrong. This is the correct thing. Okay, because I am a lifelong student. That is my intention. I will be a lifelong student. However, doctors, medical students should be lifelong students. So however, I am a medical student. And also, even if a small child tells me something which will be beneficial, I will listen to that, and I will accept that. Understood? So that full story about steroids are there. I think some students have joined now. They're asking, sir, what is steroids? Watch the recording. You will get a full idea about the steroid story. Now we are going to the brother. Brother is rough. You can't play with the brother. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. They have the dots. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is because of the ribosome. This R has many secrets. Rough ribosomes. Why does it look rough? Because of the ribosomes. What is the function of the ribosome? Later you will learn it. Okay, this is like the pimples. The brother is rough. He's having pimples. Remember that kind of a picture. Put it into your picture memory. Okay. Rough endoplasmic reticulum become rough due to our ribosomes attached to the membrane. Later you will study the function of ribosome is protein synthesis. The function, therefore, this is also having the same function. If ribosome is having one function, if ribosomes are here, they will do the same function. So therefore, the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is synthesis of protein and transport of protein. This SCR, RER, they can do very well transportation. So therefore, they produce and therefore they produce also, and also they transport also. Understood that clearly? Yeah. So if you take the nucleus, okay, outer to closer to the nucleus, you will get the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and little bit far away from the nucleus, we will get smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Most of the rough are connected like this. Okay, rough endoplasmic reticulums are connected, but smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they are like tubes, smooth ones. Okay. Hope you all are clear about that, no? Take a screenshot. Later, I will send the PDF. So then the last single membrane organelle is vacuole. So vacuole is very important. Why? Large centralized vacuole is present in plants. In animals, no vacuole. Remember, no vacuole. But sometimes small vacuole may be there in animal cell, but it is negligible. You don't take care of them. Okay. So when you look at the vacuole, okay, it is a fluid-filled organelle found in the animal cell, which is surrounded by a membrane. A membrane means one membrane. The membrane that surrounds the vacuole is given a special name, tonoplast. For all the others, we don't give name for the membrane, but for him, for the membrane, we give a special name, tonoplast, and the fluid which is here, we give another name, cell sap. Cell sap. Inside cell sap, outside tonoplast. Total, it is known as the vacuole. When you look at the plant cell, the large center portion is occupied by the vacuole. Large center. That's why cytoplasm is pushed to the corners. That's why we told cytoplasm is periphery. Periphery means push towards the corner. The cytoplasm is pushed towards the corner. The nucleus is pushed towards the corner, because in a plant cell, the center is occupied by a large centralized vacuole. By a large centralized vacuole. Understood? What is the function of the vacuole? Storage of water, storage of sugar, storage of ions, and storage of pigment. Maintenance of the water balance, because it is storing the water. When the cells are not having water, it will give the water. When the cells are having excess water, it will take the water in. Okay? And it supports, provides color to the cell by pigments. Some of the cells, okay, some plant, even some leaves are having different. Now, normally chloroplast will give green color, but red color leaves are there, brown color leaves are there, yellow color leaves are there, maroon color leaves are there. Maybe that is because of the pigments present inside the vacuole. So due to the presence of vacuole, different colors, if it has that colors, it will be shown in the parts of the plant. So you can remember this vacuole, you can say it's like a storeroom. It is storing the water. If you take your home storeroom, Sometimes your fathers will have all the yakada pieces, that and this, and paint buckets inside the storeroom, no? So like that, this vacuole, it is storing water, some sugar, some iron, some like paint buckets. Those are the pigments. Okay, so therefore think like it is the storeroom. So that is the vacuole. Remember, generally no vacuole are found in animal cell. Okay, normally no, but sometimes if it is there, small vacuoles only. In animal cell, no vacuole. If it is there, small vacuoles will be there. But if you look at a special microorganism, okay, unicellular organism, they have, some of the unicellular organisms have a contractile vacuole in grade 10 unit 8. The unit is also very important lesson. Characteristics of living organism. In that I will teach you which organism is having this contractile vacuole and what is its function. I will teach that in that session. Understood? So these are the vacuole. It's like a storage box. When something comes extra, it will store and keep. The membrane is known as the tonoplast. The middle part is known as the cell sap. So because of the large centralized vacuole, who's pushed to the corner?
Cytoplasm.
The cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm and nucleus.
Even the nucleus. Okay, even the nucleus. Okay, so now I think you all are really understanding about the plant cells, no? Okay, so this lysosome, actually it is not there in the syllabus, so don't need to learn that. Okay, so but it is a very nice organelle. It's like a suicide organelle. Okay, it can kill the other, break down the other organelles. Okay, for example, let's say mitochondria. If it is fully used, now no use of that mitochondria, just a waste of space, then lysosome will come and destroy that mitochondria. Okay, so that is not needed for our syllabus. I have given you. Then the membraneless organelle, we have only one in our syllabus. Okay, we have only one. That is ribosome. Okay, before I used to teach about the centriole, but nowadays they are not asking any question about the other things. So only what is there in the syllabus I am teaching. So ribosome, they are small organelles without a membrane. So membraneless, no membrane. So that means they are open. They are open. It is made up of a large subunit, small subunit. Large unit, small unit. Upper floor, ground floor. Small ground floor, big upper floor. Something like that. Remember, something like that. Okay. So therefore, they are found freely because they don't have protection. They can be everywhere. Okay. It can be in any place. Like a common people. I don't. Mahinda Rajapaksa, Namal Rajapaksa, you can't find everywhere. No? They will be there in the big houses. In their palaces, they will be there. But normal people like ribosome, they will be everywhere. They can be found freely in the cytoplasm, anywhere. Or sometimes they may be attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. If they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, what is it known as?
Rough endoplasmic
Rough endoplasmic reticulum.
So the main function of ribosome is protein synthesis. Can you tell me what is the monomer of protein?
Amino acid.
amino acid.
Okay, so many amino acids will come one by one, they will come and they will be converted to a long chain of amino acid. Long chain of amino acid is known as protein.
Protein.
Okay, long chain of amino acid is known as protein. So here you have a large unit, subunit, large subunit, small subunit. Amino acids will come individually. Amino acids will come. After passing through this, they will come into a group. When the amino acids are falling into one chain, we call it as the protein. Single amino acids are amino acid, but if it is combined, we call it as protein, polypeptide chain or protein. Understood? So that is the protein. So production of protein by ribosome. So same thing when the ribosome is attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum, there are also production and transportation. Okay, so now you can see in an animal cell, the nucleus, it's in the center. Then you can see the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and you can see some of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here also you can see the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Cytoplasm, now we'll see one by one. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, you all know the function. Who will you remember when I say about smooth endoplasmic reticulum?
Sister.
It's
Susantika. I don't have sisters, okay? I am the only one in the family, okay? One and only fellow. So I don't have sisters, but our science sister is Susantika. Okay, then cytoplasm, the gelatinous liquid-like substances which is holding all the organelles together, that is the cytoplasm. Ribosome, civilians, everywhere they are there. Everywhere it is there. Even in the rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are there. Normal people. Golgi complex, you know, he's the like the post office. Post office. The Kapruka.com, I told you, modifying the things and sending process, that fellow. The centriole, they have given a picture, but they have not given the function. For the last year students, I was teaching about centriole, but now I am not teaching you all because it's not there. You just think closer to the animal cell, closer to the animal cell nucleus, structure can be there, right? Centriole. Plasma membrane, it is made out of phospholipid protein. It is regulating the outflow and inflow, all that you have studied. Then nucleolus, nuclear envelope, all those form the nucleus, the brain of the cell. And the small lines like things, what are they? That is most important one. Chromatin. Okay, chromatin. Later, chromatin can become chromosomes. Chromatin are made up of what?
DNA.
DNA. DNA is made out of what?
Deoxyribonucleotide.
Deoxyribonucleotide. Deoxyribonucleotide is made out of?
Nucleotides.
Very good. Pentose sugar, phosphate group, and nitrogenous base. So can you see now? They have not taught all this here, but it was taught already. So you can see now from one place they can start the question and they can go like that. Okay. So therefore, I'm really happy. Many students are answering. I'm really happy about the progress. So rough endoplasmic reticulum, you all know, synthesis and transport of ribosome, and mitochondria, energy production, energy house, you know. So all that now we studied. So you are a plant cell biologist. You are a scientist. You know everything about plant cell, animal cell, and next one plant cell. So nuclear envelope, nucleolus, nucleus, chromatin, all same. But see the nucleus in plant cell, it is pushed to the side. But in animal cell, large and in the center. So you can say animal cell, large, centralized nucleus. But in the plant cell, large centralized what?
Vacuole.
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 Centralized vacuole. Vacuole has two parts. Cell sep is inside, tonoplast is outside. So cell sep and the tonoplast together only we call it vacuole. Some students are thinking cell sep is the vacuole. No, both together. Both together. And you can see ribosomes, we know the function, we have discussed that. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, ekahari. Cell wall, it is present in plant cells only. So you know it is made out of cellulose, it is a dead structure, it is giving the structure to the cell, giving protection. Then chloroplast, that is also only in plant cell. It is doing photosynthesis, it has pigment, chlorophyll, giving the green color, all that story. And the next one is large centralized vacuole. It is also present only in the plant cell. Golgi complex, it is the post office we have studied. Plasma membrane is also there here. And where is the cytoplasm? They have not mentioned, but you can see the cytoplasm, these white color spaces, it is pushed to the corner. Peripheral cytoplasm. Cytoplasm in the periphery. Cytoplasm in the periphery. So, and that is the this is plant cell and this is animal cell. Please draw this into rough sheets or 2 A4 sheets and paste it in your wall. And normally bacteria cells are there. Bacteria cells, they also have a cell wall. Okay, only thing you have to remember, they have a cell wall, they have plasma membrane, and they have DNA in the middle. They don't have nucleus. They have DNA and they have a cytoplasm. And they may have ribosome. Then one thing special about ribosome can be present in plant cell, animal cell, and bacteria cell. That is the only thing you have to remember. Ribosomes may be present in plant cell, animal cell, bacteria cells, everywhere. Other organelles are not there in bacteria. Okay, this is not under our cell lesson, but it is coming under different lesson. So I have included it here. So with this, you are a cell biologist. You know basics of the full cell. So I think now you feel a relaxation, no? So the next part of cell is cell growth, cell division, and cell differentiation. Okay, cell growth, cell division, and cell differentiation. So in that cell growth and cell division, so cells are growing, and the most important thing is cell division. There are two main cell divisions. What are they?
Mitosis, meiosis.
Mitosis and meiosis. These are very important one, but this is not easy. It takes a long time. Maybe it will take another 2 hours to complete the mitosis and meiosis. So therefore, in this seminar, this is the scope of the seminar we have completed. That is the full theory about the structure and the function of the cell. The cell division part, mitosis, meiosis, we will be discussing that in our normal theory classes. So any students, if you want to come to our normal theory classes, it's just 1,000 rupees per month. Okay, this is the most cheapest rate in Colombo. Okay, per month 1,000. All the other institute now normally they say no, okkama වැඩි වෙලා, පානුත් වැඩි වෙලා, පරිප්පුත් වැඩි වෙලා, ඔක්කොම වැඩි වෙලා, but you can proudly say Rihan sir's class or Science Academy fees එක විතරක් වැඩි වෙලා නැහැ. Okay, so we have not increased the fees. Okay, some people due to the current situation, institutes have increased, but I feel no problem because we have enough of students, so we can maintain with the same rate. So therefore, every Sunday, I don't think it's a big investment. Normally, don't more than saying fees, it's better to say investment, because whatever you spend now, later once you study, you will earn it. Okay, but whatever you spend for your food, you won't earn it. You can earn it, but the food won't help you. No, you can say, no, sir, the food is making us grow and making us strong, and okay, like that. The dress which you buy, you wear it, after that you throw it. But the education which you learn will one day be useful for you to do a job or to get the qualification, and then you can earn it. But our people, they won't understand. Okay, some of the parents are there, they spend so much of money for extravagant thing. Okay, extravagant thing. Food and that, and they are going to Dynamo and Domino's and Pizza Hut and KFC and buying one chicken piece more than 1,000 rupees. But sometimes to pay the fees, 1,000 is too much, no sir. Like that sometimes they say. But I think it's very reasonable. We have kept it in a reasonable price. So per month it is 1,000. So you can come and cover the full month fees. Okay, that means per class it's just 250. You can come and join the grade 10 classes and do it. The grade 11 students, for you all, the grade 10 classes are free. So the grade 11 students, they can purchase the grade 10 classes by using the coupon code method. By using the coupon code method, you can join it. If anyone wants to join our classes, you can send me a message. Okay, you can send me a message to this number. This is my number. I will send you the method how to join our classes and all those things. So it is really flexible. 1 month you join and see. If you improve, you continue, or else you leave. Okay, so we don't force the students, but we have a very good package. Okay, in our institute, we have 2 teachers. We have some teachers, but mainly for O levels, maths and science. I want history teachers. I want literature teachers. But, okay, but we won't put a teacher without understanding their qualification or without checking their teaching pattern. So if we are really satisfied, only we will put. So I am really sure that the science. So I'm a medical doctor, so you don't need to double think about that. And for maths, we have put Arman Shalik sir. It's a maths special, not A-level maths. Okay, not O-level maths. He's university level maths. Okay, he will show you the hardest method and finally he will show you the easiest method for a question. Okay, so therefore you can and come to our subjects. In future, if we have the good teachers, we will inform about them also. So therefore, this mitosis meiosis lesson most probably next week we will do it. We will do it. So the students who like to continue that, you can purchase the classes from the website, and links and everything will be there in the website. The PDF, the recording, everything for our theory students, it will be there in the website. Seminar recording, seminar PDF, everything will be sent in the WhatsApp group. But normal theory class, we don't share the recordings and all those things. That is only for our theory students, because everything we can't give freely, no. Because during Corona, first period of Corona, I gave everything freely, and many people misused it. Many people misused it. Some students, they sold our recording. Some teachers stole our recordings. So there was a big problem. So that's why after that, we have made the website method. If any of you are orphan, father is not there, mother is not there, father divorced or father passed away, mother divorced or mother passed away, for those kind of single parent or no parents, those students, we are giving some more discount. Those students, please contact me personally. Your name, nothing will be publicized, nothing like that. You will be given extra discount. So that opportunity also we will give. So we want the students to study well and then do well in life, and then you will, the prayers which you send for us, you will say, no, I learned from Rihan sir and I achieved something. That prayer itself enough for us to live a successful life. Okay, then students, the ones who want to continue that sessions, mitosis meiosis, those are really tough. Okay, with one of 5-10 minutes we can't explain. That will be done in our theory classes. Yes, and then finally, after cell division, we will come to cell differentiation. Cells will become different. So once you learn the division, then only you will understand the differentiation. Differentiation means normal cell later will become eye cell, later will become heart cell. It will change. Cells will change into different shapes, different sizes, especially different functions. So that's why we have got our hands. Hands can't do the legs function. Legs can't do the eyes function. Eyes can't do the heart function. Heart can't do the kidney function. Each and every cell, each and every organ, each and every tissue has its own function. That is due to cell differentiation. So cell division, cell differentiation, we will be learning in our theory classes. How the baby is being differentiated. We all were there in one cell stage, but now we are millions of cells. How all these are happening, we will learn under mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so I think today's session was really clear because I have done it. I have done it so very well, and slowly I have explained, because there are new students, there are slow learners, there are hard learners, there are fast learners, but I have balanced everything and I have done it. And also I will be sending the recording. The slow learners, at least once again watch the recording and get a some more clear idea. So I want all of you all to work hard. Not only work hard, nowadays they say work smart. Okay, work hard, work smart, so that one day your signature will be called as a autograph. People should come to you and say, please sign. Now if you meet Sangakara, you will give a paper, no, please sign, give your autograph. So that is valuable. Will you go to a three-wheel driver, ane uncle autograph ekak dennako? Will you go to the bus conductor, aye mahatya pota autograph ekak dennako? Autograph unta tangale. You won't ask it from auto driver, you won't ask it from a conductor, you will ask it maybe from a doctor, maybe from a sportsman, maybe from an actor or someone who is famous. And okay, so you will ask it from someone who has worked hard and achieved something. So one day, why can't you be that person? Okay, why can't you be that person? So therefore, normally they say, no, like this, work hard so that signature will become autograph. Like that, many sayings are there. Work hard until your margarine becomes butter. You all know the difference between margarine and butter, no? Astra margarine, it's very cheap, no? Our parents say, buy that butter. It's not butter actually, it's next to plastic. I think I have scientifically explained that under lipids, saturated, unsaturated fatty acids, I have taught that. So what we say is, work hard, work smart, and achieve so that your margarine becomes butter. Because nowadays no one is going to buy the butter. One small piece of butter is 1,500, but same size margarine is 200 rupees. So one day you have to work hard, and buying butter, real Lanka butter, is not a big thing for you. Or else they say work hard until your peanut becomes cashew. Okay, when you are going on a journey, you eat peanuts. Make a, what do you call that? Peanut, no? Peanut, yeah. Jumbo peanut or normal peanut you will eat. But why don't you eat cashew? Oh, cashew is expensive, no sir. We take little bit of cashew. But we take lot of peanuts. Ratakaju. Okay, ratakaju. So you all are eating ratakaju. Why can't you eat so same quantity? No sir, that is expensive. No, one day you have to work hard that buying kaju, packets and packets of kaju will be simple. Or else nowadays a new quote has come, work hard and earn so much that living in Sri Lanka is very cheap. Now living in Sri Lanka is very expensive, no? Okay, so therefore, work hard until, finally we can say, work hard until living in Sri Lanka is very easy and cheap for you. Okay, so the best way to earn is your studies. So studies is a weapon, studies is a tool, studies can bring you up to a great level. But don't think that will come easy. Okay, don't think that will come easy, because success, only the top you will see. Okay, if it's a doctor, you will think, he's a doctor. But whatever hardship he has undergone to become a doctor, dedication should be there, hard work should be there, good habits, disappointment, sacrifices, failure, persistence, everything should be there. Then only finally success will be there. Elon Musk is successful. Bill Gates is successful. Mahatma Gandhi is successful. Abdul Kalam is successful. But think about their starting. Abdul Kalam was a paper boy, putting papers to the house. Later he became the president of India, the biggest scientist in India and the world also. So everything, deep down, every success, there is hard work, there is dedication. Okay, so education is also like that. Okay, education is also not like that. Easily it won't come. If it is coming easily, every Tom, Dick and Harry would have become 9 A's and now they would have been doctors. No. Only selected people are doctors. Only selected people are engineers. Only selected people are lawyers. Others all are going and just working in some company like a laborer. So studying well, you don't need to become a laborer. You can become a very good successful entrepreneur, very good successful scientist or doctor or engineer or whatever you like. But you become the best in that field. To do that, you have to work hard. People will say a lot of things. And he's not coming to any wedding house. He's not coming to anything. He's not coming to party. He's not coming to play. He's not coming to the ground to play with us. Maybe these 2 years, 10 and 11, don't go to ground, don't go to parties, don't go to wedding houses. Go 1 or 2, but don't get involved in that. Okay. You might be doing a lot of extracurricular activities. But now, stop all those. Okay, school prefect. Okay, many people die for the prefectship. That is there. That is okay. But just because you're a prefect, they won't put extra marks in your O-level paper. Becoming a prefect, if that is spoiling your education, then you don't need that type of a prefectship. But school teachers won't tell like that. Some of the school teachers will, no, prefect, because they want to do their job. They want people to do their job. So because of that, they will encourage you. But if something, whether it is sports or prefectship or whatever, Rotary Club or Rotary Club or Infant Club or Science Quiz or whatever, if it is disturbing your studies for these 2 years, I'm not telling other things, only these 2 years, if it is distracting, stay away from that. Stay away from your social media distractions, all that, and study hard, do smart work, wake up early, do all the successful habits, good habits, everything, and become successful. And one day, your signature surely will become autograph, and I will be the happiest person to say that my student, after listening to my speech, they have changed their life and become very good people, then I will be the happiest person. Okay, so therefore, your O-level results are very, very important. Now, I don't have time to tell you why this much importance. Why this much importance? So much of importance are there. In future, if we get a time, I will discuss why this O-level results is so much important. Don't think it's a just simple thing that can make your mother, father cry from your heart, cry from their heart. Cry with joy or cry with sadness. Both can happen. So much of hardship your mother, father, when we learn the reproduction lesson, everyone are saying, sir, reproduction lesson, mara fun. We will learn mara nice things. Puta, you come to my reproduction seminar, at last you will cry. I will tell the importance, how much stress, how much pain the mother is suffering during the childbirth and bearing the child. Every stage of the growth of the child, the mother feels so much of pain and all those things. And finally, when the baby is coming out of the womb and all, mother is feeling so much of pain. We can't describe those. But for that kind of mother, what is the result you're going to give? Father is working every day, going in the morning, coming in the night, getting scolded from the boss. Okay, when you go to the workplace only, you'll understand how much hardship your father is undergoing and giving you this money for the class and for your school and for your food and for your dress. And after eating, drinking, wearing nicely, enjoying it, what is the gift you are going to give? What is the O-level results you are going to give? Some people are saying, no, sir, I don't care about the O-level. That means you don't care about your mother and father. You don't care about the mother who suffered to give birth to you. You don't care about the father who is working so hard to give food to you. These days, how hard your father is earning. Sometimes the salary which they bring to the home is not enough for eating itself. They don't buy any new dress. They don't buy anything. These days, I know some parents, they don't buy anything for their self. They are spending it only for the eating, drinking of the family and for the education of the children. So for all this hardship, what are you going to give to your parents? 9F? Just a small 9W or 9C or 9S? No, Buddha. You're coming to extra classes, you're paying for extra classes, you're going to school, doing all this, and you have to go for a good results. Okay, so there are thousands of reasons. Maybe you're not interested in studies, but there are reasons for you to study and get a O-level good results that will help you in your future, in your A-levels, in your future career, everything. This is a good training. So try to get, this is the first barrier of your life. Try to pass it with flying colors and best results. I congratulate everyone of you all. I wish you all the best, okay, to do well, because these advices you won't get anywhere. I got good advice in my A-level. I am jealous of you all, because if you all are getting good advices in your O-level age itself, that will help you to get a good O-level result. Then after that A-level, you will be motivated. But at that time and all, we didn't have that much people to motivate us. Everyone whom we saw, our relatives, our uncles and aunts, they used to put us down. Okay. So, but now you all have got the opportunity. Use the opportunity. Okay. Lot of YouTube videos are there. Online classes are there. Lot of resources are there. Okay. You all are resourceful generation. Use those resources for the good side. You can use it for the bad side and become the worst person, or use it for the good and become the greatest person. So I wish you best for your exams, for your results, for your studies, everything. So any one of you who wants to join our Science Academy, you can take my number and send me a message. I will be responding to your messages and showing you the way to join our classes. So we have grade 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 science, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from grade 6 to O-level maths, grade 6 to O-level science. We have all those subjects. So if your brothers or sisters, if they want to learn online from us, they can come join online and learn. Okay, then students, thank you for joining the session. So all over Sri Lanka, we have students and we have been coaching them. And we are really happy to say that we have coached more than 2,000 students and counseled them, because I'm a medical student. I have gone throughout Sri Lanka and we have done seminars and coachings for many, many schools and many places. So therefore, 1 minute, I will. Therefore, you can confidently join our online sessions and you can ask about our classes from your seniors and get to know about it. So this is all island, not only Colombo. Colombo students, from next year, our physical classes will be started. So the ones who want to come to physical from Colombo, they can come from next year. This year, it will be totally online. So you, from all over Sri Lanka, you can come to the online classes. Okay, then thank you, students. So this is our maths and science schedule. Only for 10 and 11 I have given. If you want grade 6, 7, 8, 9, you send a personal message. I will reply to you. This is our timetable. So you all can join any of the classes. Grade classes is maths is free. Grade 10 science paper class is free. Okay. So those 2 free classes, everyone try to attend. You will benefit. Okay, even if it is free class, we just don't do. We do it with full dedication. Even me and Arman sir, we do it with full dedication. So therefore, even free class, you will get the maximum benefit. Okay, just because free, oh hey, we don't teach. We teach with proper knowledge, proper confidence, and proper dedication. Now I think, I don't know the time. I didn't see the time. Maybe past the normal time. Okay, I could have finished early. We are not like that because we don't run behind money. We need money. We don't run behind money because when we do the proper service, I know God will help me because I have the medicine side, I have medicine production. Okay, all those things there. But teaching is a passion. So we do it with the passion. So you will be surely benefited. Okay, then thank you. And Assalamu alaikum students. Good afternoon. No, still not noon, no. So good morning. So if anything, you can contact me through this number and you can get your doubts clear. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you and all the best. Wish you all the best
Thank you,
and
sir.
have a nice day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay, welcome.
Thank you for
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome
Assalamu
students.
alaikum, sir.
Okay, walaikum salam. Good morning. I think I didn't see the time. So all the best to you all of you all. Have a nice day.